Throwback Thursday with Covino and Rich.
Hi, my name is what? My name is Are you telling me you built a time machine? What, a DeLorean?
Throwback Thursday. What's the problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves.
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack.
Throwback Thursday.
I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Bueller.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Ned Ryerson.
Why don't people understand?
Two in the box. Ready to go. We be fast and they be slow.
It's Throwback Thursday with Covino and Rich.
Mind if I do?
Are you ready? Covino and Rich. Are you ready?
Honestly, how do I deal with you every day?
Get ready.
Heard all about it on the radio.
Get ready.
Whoa! Yeah!
Holy mother nugget! And holy mother meatball! Can't stop the hustle.
I'm the smartest man alive! You're so ridiculous.
What?
You're such a fool. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm a disc jockey.
What's a disc jockey?
Turn it up. We're doing the show.
Here we go.
Covino and Rich.
Let's go!
Yeah. More like 21 Jump Street. Good one. Bam. What's up? I don't know who's sexier, Johnny Depp or Peter DeLuise.
Oh, Peter DeLuise. All
Looking
day.
back. Man. Peter DeLuise.
Dom must have been so proud.
Dom was so proud of Peter DeLuise. That was a show I wasn't really a big watcher of, but I feel like the theme song was more popular than the actual show.
The show was popular.
The show was hugely popular, but I didn't watch it either, to be honest. What year was that, Spot? On the Throwback Thursday.
Oh, that was, let me see. Let me see what years it was on.
Ben, you were out getting ass
1990s?
already? Yeah, I was getting ass. 21 now. I'm thinking like 90, 89, 90. Yeah, I think maybe you and I'm surprised Spot watched it because I feel like we were a little too young to care about like a teen cop drama. Like you were watching Different Strokes.
I feel like my sister was very into Michael DeLuise. So I remember
Peter DeLuise.
Peter DeLuise. Wasn't there Michael DeLuise? He had a brother. Was very into Peter DeLuise, so would watch the
I
show.
feel like my grandparents watched that show. I'm not even kidding. So it was like not in my wheelhouse. Yeah, at that time. There were shows our parents watched that we didn't watch. But I remember it, of course. I remember it.
So let's see.
And I remember it being huge for years. And then, of course, they made the movie out of it.
21 Jump Street aired from 1987 to 1991.
Yeah, all right. So we were a little too young. But I was a little too young. I was 11. Yeah, but I'm saying like 8 to 11 for me, 11 to 14 for you. You were like already thinking about girls, and I was a little pumpkin pie haircutted buffoon. Yeah, in 1990 I had a girlfriend, so I wasn't like, yo, let's watch 21 Jump Street.
It's the 35th anniversary of the debut of 21 Jump Street.
Wow, look at that. 35 years ago? The point is
103 episodes.
Amber Heard needs to respect it. That's the point. That's really it. Got to respect the Jump Street. Can't be shitting on his career and what he was, and just because you're not now. Yeah, but he did. What'd you do? Can I tell you? Can I tell you one of those? That shit infuriates me. Can I tell you one of those dummy moments?
Also gave
what did you not know till recently?
It also gave birth to the career of a young Richard Grieco.
Man, Richard Grieco never really
in line, right?
Richard Grieco never really panned out to what I thought he'd be. What do you mean he was great in Night at the Roxbury?
He was fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean like Richard Grieco.
Oh, let's not sleep on If Looks Could Kill. That was a great movie.
Did Richard Grieco and Johnny Depp have crossover, or did he replace Johnny Depp?
I'm pretty sure he replaced Johnny Depp.
That's what I thought.
Here, wait, I got the chart that
Richard
says
Grieco. Oh, that little overlapping bar graph.
Let's see. So Richard Grieco was they overlapped. So he was recurring, but not an official cast member.
Oh, so there was a time where Greco.
So it was
That was a
Greco
sexy show.
and Depp.
Was
That man.
DeLuise on at the time too? There's a whole lot of man meat on that show.
Oh, and then Richard Greco. No, they were only on together.
And let's not forget that Filipino guy in the beginning.
Oh, I think he's actually Asian. I think
whatever.
he's full on
I
Asian.
think he's Asian.
Dustin, he's from Vietnam. It's Vietnamese.
Let's not forget the Vietnamese guy.
Hey, those are some sexy dudes back then. Sort of like how
Jump Street.
And we all
21
know
Hump Street.
and we all know the fun fact that Holly Robinson sang the theme song
yeah.
and
Well,
also starred in the show. And is
That's
now
what
married to-
pulled her in, made her attractive to Rodney Pete.
there it is.
He was always a big fan of that song.
I think much like
Oh, and Michael DeLuise. See, Michael DeLuise came on later. I remember that. So
the
it was
brother.
Peter and Michael were both on the
Wow.
show.
Michael DeLuise.
I thought-
Does
I
he
thought-
wear a beret?
I thought you fucked up. That was actually when you said, "Oh, yeah, he's got a brother."
I knew
Michael
he had a brother.
I don't know Michael
This
DeLuise.
is Michael DeLuise.
Well,
I feel like he did more than Peter DeLuise.
Johnny Depp on 21 Jump Street to me sort of has that same vibe as Leo DiCaprio on Growing Pains, where it's like, yo, you're a star, but the world don't know it yet.
I'm with you on that, but his role
Was more significant.
Yeah, Depp's role was way more significant than DiCaprio.
But you had that feeling like,
Yeah, nobody knew,
yeah,
right?
no one knew, but you maybe got the vibe. And someone pointed out on our feedback already, I act like you're 20 years older than me. I don't. It goes back to something Randall actually said on this past episode of This Is Us. And we've talked about this for years. In one of his speeches, he talks about when you're a little kid, summer vacation feels like forever. Now, years go by like that. The older you get, time just seems to move, and the train's not stopping. So when you're 11 and 14, that's a significant difference in how you feel and what you're doing. But when you're 45 and 42, no difference at all.
And I was into like my uncle's world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? I was from
There's
an
a-
older influence.
Yeah,
I was
there was
into different things at that time.
there was an interesting overlap because Covino is only a couple of years older than me, but he's a couple of years older than me with older influences.
I got dumber as I got older.
I am
and more
younger
immature as I got older.
I'm younger with younger influences. So here's Covino, here's me. I'm influenced by my brother and sister who are watching Ninja Turtles, and Covino's
Watching MTV.
He's watching D. Snyder with his uncle.
Right.
So yeah, we're only a couple
same.
years apart, but we grew up different. Spot had older siblings too.
Yeah, same for me.
So where Spot
I ran the
leaned
gamut.
up towards his older siblings, I was sort of dragged down to my younger siblings. Like, Richie, do you want a Ninja Turtle too? I guess so.
Plus, I was a bit of a loser, so I never went out and knew everything. on
But do you get
television.
that vibe? Do you get that vibe though? Like when you're the older sibling, a lot of times you're young, like you're pulled down opposed to the opposite.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course.
like when your kids when the younger siblings still believe in stuff, like the older sibling has to play along.
I still did a lot of that longer than I should have for the fun of the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, Johnny Depp, he's pulled into the bed and the blood's everywhere. The dude had a long ass career. He's been doing it forever since he was 20 something. And what really grinds my goat, because I've seen it in so many toxic relationships, including ones I've been in and ones I've seen my friends go through, is the cheap, low blows, cheap shots that women, and hey, maybe sometimes it's deserving, right? But still, it's always how little your dick is, how little your money means, how little money you have, and how shitty your career is because you're a nobody from Nowhereville.
Well,
and that's
How much of
exactly
a joke you are.
yeah, how much of a joke you are, and who cares what you did then? Look at you now. You're a fucking loser, and you're a nobody, and I'm gonna find a guy with a bigger dick, with a bigger wallet, and a fucking boat.
And to me,
And,
that's
and
like
Amber Heard,
But
has the nerve to say that type of shit to Johnny Depp,
She
which
is the-
proves that nobody's immune to that type of behavior.
She is the quintessential, honestly, vengeful, fucking terrible ex.
Yeah, I have a friend that's going through that right now, man. He's giving his wife everything. And I'm sure there's a flip side to the story. Please understand that. And manipulation and
But his
this
truth-
type of behavior goes both ways. But I've seen the truth and I've seen the story. And, she just shits on everything he's ever done for her. And he's done everything he possibly could
It's like
to make her
that's
happy.
like garbage bag behavior.
Yeah, man.
It's
people
like
do it just
Garbaggio.
to I don't know, make themselves feel better, man. They feel so inferior and insecure. They shit on you and your accomplishments.
I think also women know when their guy's a machismo guy. So they also lean into that. They also lean into that harder. I feel like, no offense, a guy like you or guys that are very proud macho type of dudes, women sense that and they could smell that. What's the best way to hurt a guy that's like Covino or like a Johnny Depp? For sure. You know what? Money in his dick, because there are guys that when you're alpha.
And don't forget the boat.
Yeah.
Rock on!
Yeah.
Rock on!
It just grinds my gears and my goats, because if you listen to the tapes, that's what Amber Heard does to Johnny Depp.
Like, calls him like a nobody. He's
21
Johnny
Jump Street.
Depp.
Yeah, what the fuck? No one cares about that. What was that? Some stupid show you were on? No one cares about you. You're a fat old man. It's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, you will never amount to what he's done. And I mean, hey, if you do, great for you. Yeah. But who's done more than that guy in his industry, in his business?
Johnny Depp, if she can make Johnny Depp feel insecure for a minute, then
I shouldn't be surprised.
Any wife or girlfriend
that
can
my
make a
buddy's
guy
going through that right now.
Exactly.
Right? It's garbaggio behavior, and it really is a matter of hit him where it hurts, just to hurt somebody. But remember this: some wise man once told me this. I forget who it was, but hurt people hurt people. That's all it is. Amber Heard is probably fucking jealous or insecure about her own bullshit, her own shitty career. So what does she do? She shits on this dude and everything he accomplished to make him feel worthless.
Yeah, if a girl still feels scorned, she'll say she's moved on, but she'll still be harping on shit.
Yeah, and to be fair, it goes both ways. But this is the game that I've seen women play in these toxic scenarios. And it's happening in that case that everyone's glued to. And since we're on it already, the funniest fucking shit. Because I wish I had as many or as little F's as the Vato in the story yesterday. Did you see this guy?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
One of Johnny Depp's workers.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Apparently, again, please correct me where I'm wrong, because I don't know the whole story, because I don't care that much. But they thought there was an intruder, right? So they call over, hey, Jose, we need you to go check the house. For real? So anyway, this guy gets called to the stand as a witness, right? Like, oh, yeah, I dealt with them, and there was one time the dogs and this and that, right? So they call one of the guys that used to deal with the both of them to the stand, and he's in I sent you the link, Spot. It's fucking hilarious. Like, because, imagine you were the guy, he'd probably show up in a tie, all nervous about,
yo, I'm here, Mr. Depp.
This dude is via FaceTime, driving around, blowing smoke out his nose, telling a story like he doesn't give a shit that millions of people are watching this right now.
Yeah, I mean,
millions. It's hilarious. And then
is this real? I thought this was someone stitching in the video.
They posted this. You don't think it's real because I sent you the Foo's Gone Wild link.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a foo, just mocking it.
There's a
vaping guy, a vaping vato.
Yeah, but there's an Instagram and a website called Fools Gone Wild. Foo's Gone Wild. It's stupid, there's crazy Mexicans gone wild.
There's no L.
I know, Foo's Gone Wild, but I'm speaking to the gringos locals out there. This is the guy when he gets called on. And he's like, I don't know, he's driving an Uber.
Are you sure this isn't a stitch?
He makes Johnny Depp laugh.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
We'll see it.
The whole story was Johnny Depp laughs.
May 21st, 2016.
You think someone's trying to get into your unit? There's scratches 4 inches above the floor and your door. That was the dog trying to get into the unit. They were so afraid. Oh, someone's trying to get into my unit. They're like, oh, come on, really? And I actually, when they asked me to go inside the units just to check room by room to make sure that no one was there.
All right, this is my last question. You testified in response to Mr. Presidio's questions that you testified truthfully in all of these occasions. Did you testify truthfully to everything that you testified in response to my questions today?
Where's it going?
That's correct.
All right.
I did.
That's it.
The caption is, where's this fool going? Where is this fool going?
He's got the vape coming out his nose.
May 21st,
Think about this.
2000.
All right, there's a big Johnny Depp. The nation's talking about
You
it.
couldn't at least pull over.
He couldn't pull over, Spot, or I don't know, like get out of the car for a fucking minute. The little fucks that he gave there is how I want to live my life in some respects.
If they don't mock that on Saturday Night Live,
it's hilarious.
Yo, Mr. Depps, Miss Herds, you guys are both fucking nuts.
So the story is I'm putting it together. Is like
so
they called them check the house. We think there was an intruder.
There's no intruders. There's little doggy marks,
little doggy scratches, little doggy. So he's in his car. Johnny Depp's like, there's my guy who used to fucking watch my house. And he's laughing at the whole thing because it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, that dude gets
Yo, Mr. Depp, you still dealing with this shit? Oh, Mr. Depp.
This poor guy, I used to hear him. She called him a little dick. Nobody. Fucking Johnny Depp, 21 Drumstick, my favorite show. Fucking Jack Sparrow. She called him Mr. Nobody.
I believe in you. I believe in you, Mr. Sparrows.
Unbelievable. He's driving around. He's got an Uber guy in the back. He's definitely driving an Uber right there. Where's he going? That's more important or more significant than what he's doing.
I'm dropping guy off at LAX.
Yeah. It's like, all right, imagine this like you were like called like, dude, Rich is the witness. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh man, there's like millions of people watching. This guy didn't give two shits. And that's what made Johnny Depp laugh, I think.
He's back on the stand today. Today, he, while taking a grumpy.
He's gonna, yes, Your Honor, everything I say is true. Excuse me, senor, are you on the ball right now? No, just grumpy time, that's all. Anyway, everything I say is true.
Mr. Donnie Jep.
Where was that fool going?
Oh, boy.
Donnie Jep.
Mr. Jep.
Donnie Jep. Spot, just give me the where he blows the smoke out of his nose right from the beginning, though. Just one more time, please. Fool's gone wild. Look at this. Look at this.
I agree. This guy's unbelievable. Yo, you connected? All right, turn your video on. All right, I'm here. Here to testify. Hello, Your Honors.
That is a fool gone wild, though, for real. That's pretty he couldn't just do it from his living room.
Look at Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's like, Jesus Christ. Johnny Depp's like, Jesus Christ.
That shit made me laugh so much, man, when I saw that. I was like, yo, really? And people are glued to this shit.
Grumpy.
People are glued to this.
Grumpy.
But what's the moral of the story?
Grumpy.
For the men out there, first.
Grumpy.
Sometimes, you don't say the things you can't take back.
Well, that's
and don't say things just to put people down and to lift you up because it's ugly and it hurts and you regret it and it's just cheap.
Are you about to take a grumpy?
It's weak. And then women, man, I hate when they do that and they play that card because they play it and it's immature.
It's
and you can smell where it's coming from a mile away and it's not a good look, man, and it happens. And like I said, I have friends that have gone through it. I've gone through it. Johnny Depp is going through it. Like nobody deserves that type of treatment.
I've said this to you before, but it's it's possibly the top lesson and the top thing that Sarah taught me in our marriage. I told you early on, and I don't know how she has maintained this maturity, but Sarah is a huge believer in
aliens.
That we never landed on the moon.
That JFK is still alive. That Tupac and Michael Jackson live somewhere together.
The earth is flat.
Sarah is a huge believer and has preached this since the minute I met her.
And our Lord Savior
Never say shit.
Because she probably destroyed the guy before.
Never say shit.
You ain't never going to be a cowboy. You're nothing but a rodeo clown. And he was like, what do you mean, Sarah? Doing everything I can to keep this relationship together.
Then he jumped off the Alamo.
Yeah. Jesus. So she learned from experience.
Yeah, Sarah and I never say something we can't take back or don't mean. It is
it's hard to hold back.
It's terribly difficult to do.
I'll tell you this.
I'm used to it now, but in the beginning, because I
can't say I'm innocent, but it's because of what was being thrown at me.
I dated plenty of fiery women that said rude, terrible things, and I'm sure I said them back. But Sarah, I've followed her lead, and it is difficult, but a really good way to operate. Never say shit to your significant other that you don't mean. I've seen like Nicole and her husband Matt
these things when you're pretty much on the outs too.
But I've seen people I have friends that are fiery that say really mean shit to their husband or wife, and Sarah don't play that game. And I you know what? She brought a lot of maturity out of me with that. That was a really tough adjustment because I've dated girls that said terrible shit to me, and I'm like, yeah, well, I got some terrible shit to say to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Sarah's never said something terribly mean to me, and I've never done the reversal. It's so hard. It really is. It's like the number one thing I'm like proud of in my marriage.
And Amber Heard.
It's hard.
What's crazy, again, I'll say it one last time. Johnny Depp, one of the best looking dudes of his day, one of the most talented actors of his day.
So handsome.
You know, the guy's accomplished a lot in his industry. I'm not saying what he's doing is important or anything like that, but if anyone should respect that, it's her, because she's also an actress.
Yeah.
And if Johnny Depp gets shit on in the ways that he got shit on, pun intended, nobody's immune to it. And it's sad to hear, man. And when I'm talking to my pals, because I'm currently talking to a friend who is going through that. And he's done everything, man.
Yeah.
He's taken his girlfriend to lavish vacations. He's bought her a car. He's, taken on all of her prior responsibilities.
Young Johnny Depp. Look at that. Look at that mane.
This
guy's.
Is that Norm Macdonald?
And it's so unappreciated, right? And then instead you're just shit on. He looks like who does he look like there?
John Mayer.
He looks like John Mayer there. He does. Looks like John Mayer. Had a baby with Steve from Stranger Things.
I got it.
Oh man, chaos in the studio. Little baby Ben busted in. Look at this guy. Oh, and the dog. And Rich's mom. What's going on here? Everything all right? Chaos in the studio. So Johnny Depp. He goes through it. Everybody goes through it. And it's ugly. And
by the way, that's the one thing about my mom's visit. Like, she's great with the kids, but she doesn't have the speed to keep up with them sometimes.
Oh, really?
She'll be like, Ben, right out the front door.
I'm like,
we'll go catch him. I don't think she can.
Set up some tires in the front yard and have her like train. Train for speed.
Anyway, if we get anything positive out of this, well, we got the Mexican guy driving the Uber, right? But if we get anything positive...
and grumpies.
No, I got something positive out of watching that. I want to, because I make, as my mom has said to me since I was just a little Mr. Milquetoast, I make mountains out of molehills, right? I make things bigger than they are, and I get myself all worked up. No, I do. It's like, it's not a big deal, but everything's a big deal to me, right?
Yeah.
If someone said, yeah, man, you got to be on the stage tomorrow for Johnny Depp, I wouldn't be able to sleep because of that. This dude is like not giving a shit.
Well,
and I love that. I really do.
What I love about it is that he's thinking, well, I'm not in trouble or anything, so this is stupid. I gotta fucking do it, sure, but I'm not stopping my work.
He doesn't even have a tripod set up or anything. He's not even in his living room. He's in his car. Like, so I got that out of that. It's like a reminder of like, gives a fuck.
Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares. Nothing's that big of a deal.
I think Johnny Depp made the right move by having this televised, though, because I think the big takeaway is that Johnny Depp, while he is peculiar and he's been a Hollywood guy his whole life, so he's probably weird.
Yeah, he's not innocent of it.
He's not totally innocent, but I think...
Let he without sin, Rich.
Yeah, I think we're getting a glimpse spot of that. Johnny Depp might be a little off, but
no,
he's not the piece of shit that Amber Heard makes him out to be.
Is that, guys get in trouble for being abusers and mental abusers all the time, and they're put in these scenarios where they're looking like jerk-offs all the time. And granted, men are jerk-offs. I'm not saying that all men are innocent, but
I'm a jerk-off at least 5 times a week.
Mental abuse that women put men through,
sometimes that's unaccounted for,
and men don't want to acknowledge that shit either because it makes them look weak, right? And I'm a guy and I can handle it and I'm strong and it's good and it'll pass. But some of that shit that women think is okay to do and to say isn't. So if we get anything positive out of this, it brings that discussion to light, and it happens all of the time. And again, if it happens to Johnny Depp, this guy's a heartthrob.
Johnny Depp.
Just because men...
Then it happens to everybody.
Just because men are generally like physical abusers, they always get the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But women can be equally abusive emotionally and physically.
Yep. It's true.
But no guy's going to be like, my wife hit me and want to be taken serious.
No guys.
And emotional abuse, you're right. There's a stigma where if a guy complains too much about being emotionally abused, he's a pussy.
Right.
Big pussy. You're like, hey, get out
Can't
of it.
take it. She thought, what did she call you? She said your penis is small and you're a loser. Oh, get over it, loser. So yeah, guys, it's hard for guys to
vicious.
step up.
Yeah, like Stu said. She said, there's audio of her saying, tell the world that you, a man, were abused and see who believes you.
Yeah, there's audio of her saying that. Stu, thank you for
And
that.
it happens all of the time.
Speaking of that, there's
I have
audio.
friends that have
There's
gone through
audio.
it. I've gone through it. Johnny Depp has gone through it.
That sums it up, though. There's audio of Amber Heard saying, you, a powerful man, tell the world you've been abused. See who they believe. That's her way of saying, like, bad. You want to be a pussy? You want the world to be like, oh, is Johnny Depp a pussy?
It's toxic. It's evil.
Toxic.
And again, men are not innocent in this scenario. Maybe they've pushed women to that point. Still not okay.
Yeah, but
it's still, unacceptable behavior. It really is.
Oh no, there's manipulation going on here. Can I admit something dumb to break the ice here and move along? Recently, you said something that you did not realize till later in life, and I'm so wishing I could remember what it was. Within like the last weeks or a month, you're like, I gotta be honest, I just figured that out recently. Like someone's name, a show, something. But we all have those where...
Oh, I used to think it was Florida ceiling windows.
That's what it was.
Florida ceiling windows?
Yeah. The Covino family all thought that, right?
We all thought that.
Florida ceiling windows. Maybe I was thinking of your brother, to be honest. But there was something also. I feel like you're like...
I feel like there was like a lyric.
Oh, wait. It's floor to ceiling windows? Oh, I texted you something recently. It was like a lyric.
No,
I was listening to Lithium because I was on Lithium, right? Yeah. And I said, can I tell you, I heard the song Alive by Pearl Jam on a Throwback Thursday.
That's what it was.
Probably a million times in my life. It's a great song. I remember the first time I heard that song. I swear to you, my Uncle Joe, I was having tacos at my Tita's house and refried beans on a bagel.
Tacos with Tita?
Joey was like, sit down, man. I want to play you this song. Sat in front of his big fucking stereo system. I was like, what is this? And dude, I immediately I was like,
I picture him having that big speaker like in Back to the Future.
Two big giant ones though. Yeah, of course.
Is that what it sounds
To be honest,
like?
I hear these stories and I don't make fun of them. There's a sense of not jealousy, but there's a sense of like, when I tell you I had no influence in my life as far as like older brother, cousin. I had no cousins and I had no older siblings. So when I never had
Uncle Joe play me Cheap Trick and Squeeze and his bullshit.
I never had
no, but no one did that for me. I just picked it up. I picked it up from older siblings.
But I'm saying like I never had
MTV. Could have been your big brother.
Yeah,
that was the problem. You didn't have MTV.
I feel like there are times where Covino, you will say like,
I'd sit for hours.
My older sibling, like Uncle Joe, hey, baby Steve, sit over here. Let me play this song for you. I never had a person in my life do that.
I was like 18 years old though. Oh no, that was like 1991. I mean, I was in high school. I was like a little kid, right? So, but Joey, who's 10 years older than me, acts 10 years younger than me almost. It's weird. Anyway, I texted Rich the other day. I said, I've heard Alive probably a million times in my life by Pearl Jam. And I just realized what the song was about. It all just clicked like right then and there in that moment. Ready? Son, she said, have I got a little story for you? Right there. Everybody knows that line, right?
Yeah.
Son, she said, have I got a little story for you? So the kid's there talking to his mom, clearly, right? Yep. What you thought was your daddy. What you thought was your daddy.
What?
Isn't your daddy.
Oh, my God.
And, she's like, I'm sorry you didn't see him, but I'm playing guitar. He doesn't care. He's like, all right, what I thought was my dad isn't my dad, and fuck it, but I'm still alive. The whole song is about, my life has been a sham. Who I thought was my dad isn't, but I'm still alive, and that's all that matters. I was like,
she said, have I got a little story for you? What you thought was your daddy was nothing but a wow, was sitting home alone, maybe 13.
Happens a lot to me. Happens a lot to me, Spot.
Oh.
Sorry you didn't see him.
Your real daddy was dying. Sorry you didn't say him, but I'm glad we talked. And then there's a real good poignant part of the song too, where I'm like, I'm figuring this out for the first time. I'm like, mind blown. Yeah, hold on. He goes, there's something wrong, she said, right? There's something wrong, she said, the mother. He's like, of course there is. But you're still alive, she said. And then the kid's like, but do I deserve to be? Is that the question? If so, if so. He's questioning, do I deserve to be alive? And she's like, of course you do. And the whole song is, well, you're still alive and fucking be something with yourself. Stop worrying about that shit. And I'm like, fuck, whoa, I didn't know that. And I texted it to Rich. I was like, you realize it's about a kid, and it might seem obvious, but I never really thought about it.
I feel this way about so many songs. And you know where I figure it out? I figure it out when I interview an artist nowadays on like Pop 2K or Hits 1 or something like that. Now I'll look at lyrics of their songs and I'll be like, wait, that song's about this? I was always, you know how you've asked in the past, are you more of a melody or lyric guy? There were songs I sang my whole life. I knew the words, but I was just not paying attention. But
that's exactly it.
I was more
how much cooler is the song when you realize what it's about?
It's as the joke goes on so TikTok. Much. I didn't realize Third Eye Blind Semi-Charmed Life was about a fucking. I
thought it was about the earthy feeling.
I didn't realize it was about a drug trip.
Doing sips up into my nose. What do you think they were doing? Soup and Coke?
Dude, but I didn't connect the dots.
Coca-Cola, not cocaine?
I didn't realize until I was older. I was just singing along like semi-charmed kind of life.
Right.
Yeah. Baby.
The best part, though, is there's something wrong, she said. Well, of course there is. You're still alive, she said. Oh, do I deserve to be? Is that the question? And if so, I'm still alive, fucking awesome. And I was always more of a Nirvana guy, but what a great song. And in our defense, sometimes Eddie Vedder is hard to translate.
Well.
Example, Yellow Ledbetter.
Yeah.
Which I thought was Yellow Bedwetter, about a kid who peed his bed all the time. TikTok's having a ball with that one.
They are.
And a biscuit. So anyway.
No, but
to answer your question, yes, I hit you up recently with an epiphany.
It happens a lot. Like I said, I'll be doing an interview lately.
I like songs with stories.
And
like Christmas Rapping by Waitresses.
What I'll do is I'll look up like, all right, who am I interviewing? I don't know, Doja Cat. All right, let me look up her lyrics. And I'm like, oh, I just always thought it was a pop song. I'm like, it's about something. I never really ever investigated what the song's about. I'm like, that's a catchy song. Does that make sense? A lot of them are pretty simple, but there's ones where I'm like, there's a song right now that I play, no joke, every day on, whether it's Hits 1 or The Pulse or anything. Boyfriend by Dove Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole song's about how she could be a better boyfriend than you because she's bisexual. And I had no clue what the song was about. I'm like, and like I probably made dumb boyfriend references when I come in or out of that song. I'm like, wait a minute. She's like a hot 20-something-year-old bisexual, and she's like, I could be a better boyfriend than you. Oh, like I'm constantly connecting the dots on dumb things, but I got a really dumb one for you. And by the way, Spot, that
Can
boyfriend
I give you an analogy
song,
too, though? It's
she's
like watching a commercial a million times.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it dawns on you what it was actually about. Like, oh, I finally got it now. Okay. I've seen it and never cared.
That Dove Cameron girl is a...
Like, did you realize all Wham songs were about like his love for dudes?
Yeah.
Not until later on.
But Spot, that Dove Cameron boyfriend song is a great example of me being like, oh, that's what it's about. And she's a big star. She's like a former like Disney kid. She's part of the Marvel universe. She's got a new movie coming out. Like Dove Cameron is going to be one of those names that
from the Descendants.
Yeah, from the Descendants. I feel like she's going to be the next Ariana Grande type level deal. I think you're going to hear the name Dove Cameron if you got kids. She's good looking too. She's like a good looking young superstar.
She was great in that Disney stuff for sure.
She's in her mid-20s.
I forgot that was her. And
yeah, no,
it was a name my daughter used to talk about when she was like really little.
She was in The Descendants. She was in Austin and Ally apparently, which is like a kid show. She's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's in a lot of big things that I'm convinced that she's the next big name. Spot, show everyone a picture of Dove Cameron. I think she's like 27 now. I thought she does look young. But to tie it all together, grumpy.
Child.
She does look young, but she's like in her mid-20s. She's not a kid. She's like honestly 2 years younger than Jordan. I think she's 27. She's not young, but she looks young because you probably, if you know her from before, but she's like one of those young hotties.
Is this a current photo of her?
Got big jubbies. Sort of.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It doesn't even look like the same girl I knew.
Yeah, but like she's like super like sexual, bisexual voice of 20-year-olds now.
She's gender non-conforming, or whatever they call it.
I thought all young women are bisexual now. She's 26, by the way.
Oh, 26?
Yeah. Born 1996, so she's 4 years younger than my current missus.
Might be a more recent photo.
Yeah, but she's like, she does look young, but she's definitely a young hottie you're going to hear about in the future. Going back to the 21 Jump Street thing, when I was younger, I'm not even joking. I don't know, call me dumb, because I love the remake.
You didn't realize Peter DeLuise was Dom DeLuise's son?
Jonah Hill
Dom DeLuise's.
and Channing Tatum. I think that movie is fantastic.
It's great.
You didn't know it was based on the show?
No, I did.
Oh.
Until I watched the movie,
Yeah.
I didn't realize 21 Jump Street was an address that they all hung out at.
Oh, yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, 21 Jump Street. I didn't know what it meant. 21 Jump Street, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, their secret headquarters is 21. The address is 21 Jump Street.
What did you think it...
Well, Jump isn't a typical street name, so I thought it might have been slang for something like Jump Street. Like it was 21... If it was 21 Johnson Boulevard, I don't know. I would have thought it was an address, but I never realized it was an address until I saw the movie. And they're like, and Jonah Hill picks out the little thing, and he's like, oh, we have to go to 21 Jump Street.
I could see that. I
I'm
really
like,
can.
Oh, it's an address. Oh, I was way off.
I could see that.
I don't know what I thought it was, but I just thought it was the name of a show.
What did you think Alive was about? I just thought he was
I just sung along, dude. Just sung along. No fucking clue. I'm still alive.
There's so many songs with like hidden meanings and hidden
honestly,
that song's a monster smash
honestly,
of the 90s.
What
dude.
you're saying is I probably was just like, I don't know, sorry for you. Down to the daddy. Who knew? I didn't know.
I don't think I've actually out loud sang the lyrics to Alive. Except for
I'm still alive.
That happens.
No, but no, it's fine. You know the word where it's like, your daddy.
Yeah. So 21 Jump Street. Rich, I feel like I had that thought.
I was like,
but I feel like I had that thought a long time
when
ago.
him and Channing Tatum go to the address where like Ice Cube and fucking the hot girl. Was it Zoe Saldana? Who's Gabrielle Union? Who's like the hot black chick that works at 21
Stevens' daughter.
Amber Stevens West.
Amber Stevens West.
Yeah.
But she's in the second one.
But yeah, 21 Jump Street is an address. I'm so dumb with it. That was a dumb one. I'll admit that one.
The first one is Brie Larson.
Oh. So
and Dave Franco.
Again, put it in perspective to make this a full-on wrapped-up convection. You know, the movies we're talking about with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill and Amber Stevens West, these giant blockbusters with Ice Cube, based on this piece of shit show that no one cared about, according to Amber Heard, that Johnny Depp was the star of in the 80s, called 21 Jump Street. You know, it's a shame when it just irks me a lot to hear how she shit on him.
Yeah, well, when shit on him.
I mean, that, you know,
in every way possible.
In every way possible.
You bring up the lyric thing to wrap that up. This applies quite a bit when talk to any wedding DJ, like an Eddie your DJ or anybody that runs like an entertainment company. So many times a husband and wife or bride and groom choose songs and the DJ has to be like, you know, lyrically, that's not maybe what you're going for. Like a lot of times, like lyrics are not about grumpy,
gross,
something
grumpy,
happy. Like they'll pick a song that sounds like slow and melodic, and it's like, yeah, that's about a breakup. Then maybe that shouldn't be your wedding song.
I tried to get "Smack My Bitch Up" as a walkout song.
See that "Smack My Bitch Up" spot by Prodigy?
It's a good song.
I think your wedding DJ did you a disservice by saying no.
Wasn't it "Take My Picture"? Is that what the word lyrics?
Take my picture,
smack my bitch up.
It's like I wanted my picture taken.
Yeah,
that's a good song. Firestarter was great too. Come play my game.
I'm a fire starter.
So there you have it. Some Epiphanies all tied into a Throwback Thursday 21 Jump Street. Rich just realized it was the street where the headquarters was at. And the story just gets bigger and bigger.
Did it not give it away in the second one where, remember that the Korean church was like converted or something? So they had to move.
It was across the street
to move across
22.
the street to 22 Jump Street.
But when I knew of the show as a kid, I stupidly just never connected the dots that, 21 Jump Street is the address of where their little secret headquarters.
Change my pitch up, sorry.
Yeah.
Change my pitch up. Smack my pitch up.
That's what it's about?
Just learned that.
Oh.
It's actually about loving embrace.
Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow as an example from Alejandro. He says, it sounds like a really nice song. It's about how Kid Rock is fucking all these women while he's on the road. And he wants to put the picture of his girlfriend off his nightstand because he can't
put your picture away.
I put your picture away because I can't stand to look at you while I'm lying here next to her. So it's all about Kid Rock not being able to keep it in his pants, but yet his girlfriend's picture's on his nightstand.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a beautiful song.
There's so many songs we don't know what the real meaning
The harmonies with Sheryl Crow?
There's so many misheard interpretations of songs, and it's left for interpretation. Or, hey, did you ever know it's about suicide?
What's Rich's favorite song reference? The meaning is different than what it sounds like.
Semi-Charmed Life.
No.
Yeah.
Close.
Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, it's about giving birth.
Yeah, closing time. Everyone thinks it's like about the bar closing, but the guy that wrote the song was like, it's actually like subliminally about like starting life and closing a chapter and having a kid.
There's a million of those. We could have that discussion all day long.
That's kind of a different discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just happened to have that epiphany recently about Pearl Jam, and that's a big, big song to not have ever pieced together, what it was about.
What's Informer by Snow about?
I would think Snow is cocaine.
No, it's about he's the informer. He's the snitch. He gave up the information.
So when he says "I'll lick you boom boom now," what does that mean?
To lick your
he
bum
saw
bum
somebody
now.
stab down the lane, but he's not. But Snow won't turn informer. He saw it, but he ain't no snitch. That's what that song's about.
Once again, what is a licky boom boom now?
He's like he's too busy eating ass to be worried about that.
A lick a boom boom. Oh,
yeah. He's like informer. I saw someone step down the lane. I licky boom boom down. Detective man said,
detective man, but I'm not snitching.
But he's like, and then he goes with the itty bitty snow. But Snow won't turn informer. Snow won't turn because snitches get stitches. So he's licking ass instead of being a snitch.
I'll tell you what, I heard about this song and I told Spot, and ever since I told Spot can't listen to it the same way. Drops of Jupiter by Train is about Pat Monahan.
Oh, yes.
When his mother died.
That's the worst.
Her journey into the afterlife in heaven.
If you get anything out of this, you appreciate the songs a lot more when you know what they're about.
Yeah. This is Snow, Informer.
See? He won't snitch. The detectives came looking for him because he saw a murder. Or he saw someone stabbed in a lane. Now you know.
What's that calling?
Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go blam. I lick you bum bum down. Take the man and say that I'm a snowman.
I'm reading it and I still don't understand it. Oh, so
he stabs someone down the lane, but the cops are looking. He's like, "Yo, Informer ain't no snitch."
I'm reading it and I still can't understand it.
It's tricky, Spot. Covino's a wordsmith. He gets it.
Look in the door. It came through his window. Something.
Damn.
Why did they look up at his butt? I don't understand.
No, he's not going to snitch because if he ends up going to jail, someone's going to eat his ass.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
He's like, no one's licking my.
No one's licking my.
Snow won't turn informer, bro. It's when the black dude kicks in. He pretty much tells the story.
Yeah. Well, hey, these are things that sometimes it takes years to figure out.
Yeah.
Spot, play like just 20 seconds of that
blown.
Train song, because that Train song is the Train song is a great one because you've always been like Drops of Jupiter. You've always said that's one of your favorite pop songs of that decade,
except for the one line, the best soy latte that you ever had, and me.
But now if you realize it's because his mom loves soy lattes,
I still don't like that line.
But you always say that Train, Drops of Jupiter is a really lovable
latte in Spanish.
Soy latte.
Yeah, because I think Spanglish sometimes. I hear soy latte. I'm like, why does he think he's a latte?
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe he's saying it.
It's a great song.
Drops of Jupiter in her hair. This is about his mother going to heaven. Just listen.
She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's a time to change.
Did she also love Billy Blank's Tybo?
She had to have.
Yeah, probably.
Another line I don't like.
Since the return of my stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded and that heaven is overrated? Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star?
We're going to play it until Spock cries because I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm doing everything in my power to choke back tears.
It's one of the best songs. It really is. I'm sorry. I don't think it gets the credit it deserves. It's
beautifully written.
Yeah, it's a great, great song. Train could do nothing more, and they've left their mark with that one.
In fact,
I think in our generation.
Drive By didn't really seal the deal for them?
Drive By was a decent song. I like Meet Virginia. They have a bunch of songs. My least favorite Train song is, I think it's the worst song they've ever done. Play That Song, where they sample. You know, Play That Song?
Soul?
I think that's their worst song.
What is the name of it?
Play That Song by Train. I think it's their worst song. In fact, I like Train a lot. Their first, yeah, you know this one.
Someone ring the corny alarm.
Yeah, that is their corniest one.
Yeah.
But their first studio album in over 5 years comes out next month. So if you're
had to remove it, it kept going off around Rich.
If you
it's too distracting.
It's too distracting.
Sound the corny alarm. But no, they're if you're into Train, they got a new album coming out. But Pat Monahan, it's like an older dude that still makes music that people listen to. That's the crazy part. Pat Monahan's not a young guy, but people will still buy their music.
No, man, they got fans.
Train's pretty solid.
Hey, I'll switch gears now. So we all have these epiphanies, and it all comes back to 21 Jump Street. Rich just realized that was an actual street that the show was based on.
I feel like there's another one. One last one.
Well, here, while you do that, mail time.
Oh, Spot, someone brought up Hook by Blues Traveler. Is there like a Blues Traveler song that we all love that has nothing to do with like what we think?
Doesn't matter what you say.
I am being insincere.
I don't know. Hey, look, the point is,
Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in.
Dude, 9 out of 10 songs, I don't know what the fuck they're about. So that's not the mind-blowing fact here. I don't know what any song's about for the most part, but the Pearl Jam one just sort of all clicked at once. All right, hold on. We got mail.
Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. Mail time.
With this, created by nature. Oh, wait. Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know who this is from. Do you see who it's from?
Let me see. This is.
I think it's saying. Sorry.
Oh, here we go.
The whole point of Hook is that you could say anything around a chorus, and the song will still be catchy.
Oh, the song Hook is about actually how the hook of a song.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's really nothing about the song.
So if you like pay, it's like probably just nonsensical.
It's like a nonsensical song, and he's just like, and the hook brings you back. Like he pretty much sings about gibberish, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's like, see, the hook just brings you back, even though I'm singing about nothing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. See, I never did.
Yeah, give me like a second of that.
The lyrical content of any song is effectively meaningless, as the song's musical hook will keep listeners coming back, even if they are unaware of the reason.
It's so true, dude. I never knew what Pearl Jam Alive was about, ever. And now I appreciate it more, though. And even though I knew most of the lyrics to that song, kind of.
I can't figure out who sent us this.
Spot, do you know?
Someone hit me up about. Let me see.
With as long as I sing with inflection, yeah, it's really about gibberish.
I have to find out where it came from, though.
Makes you feel something?
Pretty cool though. Now that you know what the song's about, I never gave a shit. The hook brings you back.
Yeah.
But is it a metaphor for something else? It's like a girl's ass. It's like it doesn't matter. The hook brings you back. It's like it doesn't matter if she steps on your toes and shits on your career and your life and she hassles and haggles you. The ass brings you back. That's what it's really about.
That's you could say guilty pleasure or not, but that is one. I really like the song "Hook" by Blues
it's great.
Traveler.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I hear that on like Pap Racks or one of the Sirius XM stations, fucking love it. I will always crank that shit. Call me corny as hell because you already do. I like Blues Traveler. I feel like there was a minute where I'm like, yo, they got a couple songs that I fucking love.
John Popper was always a nice guy to us on our show. So we got mail.
Letters.
It's in the form of Texas Bluebonnet Wild Seeds.
Oh, that was it.
I don't know if we're allowed to plant these.
Why not?
I don't know. Sarah.
I'll plant them.
Sarah. No, hold on.
Can I have a few?
Yeah,
Give me a few.
Sarah.
I'll put them in a little...
Sarah!
How do you do?
Yeah, someone hit. Who was it? Shit.
So Dr. Brownthumb is now part of a mailing list, I guess, where you get wild seeds in the mail.
Goodness. Texas bluebonnets
Dr. Green Thumb.
Texas bluebonnets are beautiful. It's the state flower of Texas. I know that because every Texan's like, look at the bluebonnets.
That's why they
I just don't know if you're allowed to. So Sarah always says you can't pick them. It's like against the law. You know those like fake rumor spot? Like, don't like you get arrested by killing a praying mantis. You know, like the dumb things you heard growing up. I think Sarah told me like if you pick bluebonnets, you could get like a fine.
He's been gardening with Mr. Brownthumb. He's got blue bonnets. He's gonna plant them today.
You can't plant them or pick them?
But you got the seeds now, so you
in
can.
Texas. I don't know. Sarah! I want to. There's like
it's all good, man.
There's a ruling on
it's
this.
all
stuff.
good. We got it. So hey, thanks for the generosity.
Me planting these. What's a bigger crime, that or Pee Wee Herman ripping the tags off of mattresses with Mickey?
Oh,
I'm bad, Covino.
I'm real bad.
You know those
can't
bluebonnet
cut.
seeds?
Yeah.
I planted them.
Rich was in jail for all those things.
What are you in for?
And he accidentally killed a praying mantis.
Someone, okay, whoever sent them, just message me because someone sent the message and I can't remember what source it was on.
Well, thank you guys.
But they said like, yeah, I'm sending, and there's seats for all of us.
Our mailing
we'll separate them. We'll be the blue. Oh, these are beautiful.
Our mailing address is on our website, along with our Tickle Sack songs and merchandise and everything else. Covinoandrich.com. Covinoandrich.com. Thank you so much. Appreciate the generosity. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us every day. It means a lot. Couldn't do it without you. Mean it. It's facts.
Have you guys seen Dicky Brownthumb's fucking rose garden? It's coming along. In the last
Commented
month
today on it.
Bro,
I told Sarah, like, would you believe this guy? Dr. Brownthumb?
In the last month, you kind of tell me that doesn't look insane.
You need to slow down though. I think you're starting to go too far.
Yeah, bro. It looks like a circus out there.
Yeah, you're there's a bit much.
You drive by Rich's house.
I think you're getting. You're getting a little bit too overzealous with your planting. I think.
It is
different things going on.
You need.
Bro.
I see the neighborhood though. The neighborhood is all color.
But there's still baby. Like you can't plant a tree next to a baby tree next to another baby tree. You need to give them.
You're saying I need to give them room
You need to give them room to blossom and grow and spread out. You're putting too much. I think you filled in with flowers. So for now, while they're babies, that's okay.
They told me my rose bushes
But
because I'm like,
eventually
they're gonna. When these rose bushes are like fucking big boys,
you need to give them room to grow.
Dicky Brownthumb
garden's busy. Like,
yeah,
like one of Tyson Fury's suits.
But while they're babies, you filled in with little flowers, so you can pull those out because those will die.
Hey Spot, could I? I'll be back in 20 seconds. Should I take a picture of this so that everyone could see the fucking update?
Can you take a picture of your busy garden bed?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Yeah,
I'll be back in 20 seconds.
Not by directly in front of your house. It's nice and spaced out. I think that little patch out front, you're getting a little bit.
Are you talking like
about.
the patch next to like the laundry room window? That little patch right there to the right of the garage. You think that's busy?
You got
that's a little bit, but no, the bigger one on the other side of the driveway.
Honestly, though, it represents Rich because if I drove by, I'd be like, "Who lives there? Bozo the clown?"
I'll be right back.
Like all the colors of the rainbow.
The long one on the other side of the driveway.
All right. So hey, speaking of Dr. Brownthumb,
Looks good though.
Dr. Brownthumb, I wrote a song, and I went through the writing process.
Did I insult him? I feel bad.
I thought the same thing though.
It was a little busy.
I'm like, oh wow.
You know why? Because at first it looked nice, but now everything's blossoming.
He's got
it's
too
spring.
much going on.
So it's just too much. It's like
he's like Dr. Brownthumb's out of
I
control.
think he got a little
Anyway,
excited.
yesterday I did a very special behind the velvet rope called a writing session and rarity. I had a very rare Wednesday night cocktail.
You need to get Gabe in on that.
Yeah, no, he's involved.
Oh, okay.
And we wrote a song together. It was a writing process of a new potential new Tickle Sack jam on a Throwback Thursday. Is Tickle Sack back? I don't know. So after the show today, check it out. I'm very proud of yesterday's Behind the Velvet Rope. I welcomed you into my patio and into my writing session, and I sort of debuted, or I'm working out the kinks before we debut a new Tickle Sack song called Brown Thumber. Brown Thumber.
To what?
To Red Hot Chili Peppers' Black Summer. And it's all about Rich's coming of age.
That one?
It's all about Rich's coming of age of, here's a guy that for 15 years talked about eating ass. Now he's talking about planting seeds in his garden.
My perennials, which
here's
are the
a guy
ones
who went from talking about sunning his perineum, to now talking about perennials. So I wrote a song about it. Please catch the Behind the Velvet Rope. Available now, but watch it later after our show on Tier 2 right here on Patreon. Thank you.
I realize that my perennials, not sunning my butthole, not my perineum.
Perineum.
My
Did you send it?
What email? Email, right?
It's a video?
I sent a little video that way I could show you.
Oh,
just send it to
email it.
Spot or the Covino Rich one.
Covino Rich one.
Okay.
What happened to the Dicky Doo I met at the beach?
What happened to the Dicky Doo water skiing behind your boat?
Dr. Brownthumb.
No,
it's either from all the seeds he's planting or Ben's dirty diaper.
Have
you considered using Ben's feces as fertilizer?
Oh.
No, but I have a funny Ben story though. I have a fun dad life story to break it up after you show this picture.
I am serious though.
We don't need to go from gardening to dad life.
If you're really into gardening, and now that you have a house, you should set up a little compost bin.
I'm actually thinking
eggshells, coffee grounds, and then you mix it in the soil, and it really feeds the nutrients.
I am thinking about getting one of those. Remember the house you had 2 houses ago where?
Damn, I've had so many houses, I don't remember.
2 houses ago where you and Melody had that almost that wooden flower bed in the back where you could plant almost a huge planter.
A raised bed?
Like a raised bed?
Yeah, we had
I may put a raised garden spot in the back for vegetables.
I have a raised bed.
But I make it like a big one, what would you say, maybe 6x10, like a raised 6x10 bed just to do tomato plants and all that. But I would have to.
Do you want mine? Because I don't use it anymore.
That's why they call him Dr. Brownthumb.
Dr. Brownthumb. I'm Dr. Brownthumb. What do you want?
I've been hanging.
Can you tell me where I could get some? That's why they call him Dr. Brownthumb.
We're all allowed to have hobbies and things that bring us joy. To me, gardening is
but dude,
my joy.
Slow down, Brett Gardner.
I know
you're a little too Spot said.
My perennials, I thought they were dead. They come up every year, but I'm like, yeah, they look dead. And my gardener is like, oh, Rich, chill, mo, sucker. It's like they will come back.
Yeah.
They're perennials. They come back every year. I'm like, yeah, they look like Ruben. They look dead. He goes, they're not dead.
Was Ruben exhaling from his vape pen while he was talking to you?
Yeah. Ruben's my dude.
Let's take a look at this video. Yeah, look at how busy that is. It's so busy. I wish you got a wider shot, because when you're walking up to it,
it's all colors. It's all different
colors, but it just seems very busy.
Yeah, but what are you, 5 years old? You don't need all those colors.
All those flowers are about to bloom.
Are you doing it for Emmy? That's what I think.
No, Emmy likes the different colors, but I feel like it's
busy.
The whole neighborhood, people got so many flowers. It's a very colorful neighborhood because the weather out here allows for all the flowers and stuff. So
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Never mind.
I fucking love
that. Doesn't really paint the picture as Spot's describing. I noticed it too today. And I also commented to Sarah, wow, it's really starting to
it's all
come together.
Everything's popping at once. So
yeah, all around the exterior are different color pansies. So you're getting all the different colors around. And then the rose bushes are right about to bloom. The only one that's really bloomed right now is that white one in the back, but they're all about to fucking blow up, and it's going to look
pansy.
fucking love it, bro.
Do you yell at your pansies?
I got to get one. The one I'm going to get today at Home Depot.
It's in Rich's blood because Rich's dad also raised the pansy too.
Yeah. Know what I'm going to? Definitely one. Maybe me too.
There it is. There it is.
Know what I'm going to get today? You know those little plastic.
That's why.
You know the little plastic separator that goes between the grass and the mulch, like those.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those shapers.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man. I tell you before,
for now it looks nice, but I'm telling you, you just need to give the stuff room to grow.
Oh, Spot, can I give you know what? Can we play story time? Can I share a picture or so?
We've been gardening with Mr. Brownthumb. He's been planting his wild seeds every day.
Like
wow.
I wish you would show the front of your house, because I think the front of your house is nice. It's spaced out. It's
I feel like I want to turn part of my front. I feel like I want to turn part of my front lawn into some type of rose path or garden or cacti. Like
it's very colorful. Like, what are you gonna put a Ferris wheel out there? Might as well put a circus tent around your house because that is too colorful.
No, he's putting the tires to trade Marianne. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what's going on?
Mom's training.
It is very, very colorful, which is nice. But it's really starting to bloom.
Yeah. Are you gonna get one of those hats? Brimmed hats, like Rashawn said, that has like you can get the one that drapes over your neck so you don't burn.
Yeah, Dicky Brown,
the little
Dicky
flap
redneck
that goes over the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Hey, Spot, I'm gonna send you guys some, just for the fun of it. Why not? I'll give you guys a couple before and afters. I'll give you one before and after of the house. Let me make sure my address isn't on here. But yeah, no, I mean just to give the
Remember
tier
when
2
Rich used
people
to send us the before and afters of the titty jobs he used to pay for?
Yeah.
Now he's sending us gardening pictures. Man, what a guy. What a guy.
What a guy. Well,
he's all grown up.
This needs to be your lesson in patience, Rich. Gardening is a long game and it takes little bit of upkeep for major reward. So you can go out there, you can, till your soil, aerate it a little bit, keep it watered.
Till your soil.
That's
a lyric I could have used.
All that kind of stuff. But it's not like there's nothing constant about it. I feel like you need constant. That's why you're already talking about building rose paths and gardens in the backyard and all this stuff. Lessons in patience.
So
you could learn.
I'll send it to you in a second. I'm trying to find one,
flowers, especially in the month of June.
I love it.
And I completely, once again, agree with Rashawn. You need a hummingbird feeder.
I got one of those.
They are the most joyous things. You put a bunch of them around the house.
I have bird
You'll
feeders.
have little hummingbirds swimming around. They are the most, not bird feeders because they get messy, but hummingbirds are the most joyous things.
Why not
ever.
both? I showed both of mine
birds
yesterday.
shit all over your shit then.
Again, Behind the Velvet Rope. Check out my episode, which we might debut for free next week because Rich has a few days off next week. So we might do some original stuff and some stuff for people who don't subscribe to Tier 2. There's a little bit of a teaser. So let's see it, man. What do you got?
Oh, by the way, can you...
You need to start getting plants that stave off bugs.
Yeah, that's a tough one too. Spot, I'm having a hard time finding the one picture I want. So hold off for a sec. I'll show everyone in a little bit.
All right. Well,
you sent me something the other day that was really funny, and I know you're not gonna be able to find it now on the spot.
Picture of his dick?
No, he sent me that, but it was
a Snickers bar.
It was
I'll explain.
Very veiny.
Not anymore.
You sent me.
Not anymore.
You sent me a really funny TikTok video of a guy becoming like his dad, like wardrobe and everything.
Oh yeah, that's
well. I mean,
funny.
it's like any.
Like he like
what's that commercial? Which is it? Geico. It's like the becoming your parents thing.
It's when the guy finally starts dressing like his dad, and he puts on the Nike Monarchs. He puts on his T-shirt and he tucks it in. It's a classic. I've seen it before, but it was really funny. I could probably find it.
Did you send it to the crew?
No, I sent it to Rich because that's what's happening now.
all good, man. All good.
Saul Goodman.
So, by the way, you watching or what?
No.
Really? Saul Goodman? I'm almost caught up to Real Time. That show does not get enough credit at all. All right. We can move on. What do you want to get to next? I'll spot the picture in a little bit. I can't find it.
I have a story about a Snickers bar I wanted to talk about.
Oh, please. Can't wait. Let's hear all about it.
A story about a Snickers bar. I know. You put one in bed and tried to convince Jordan that it was a turd.
No.
A grumpy.
A grumpy, I mean. Sorry.
Is it a grumpy?
It's kind of a hard story for me to sort of explain because I don't completely understand the whole thing.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that joke where like you slip a little chocolate in between your girl's butt cheeks in the middle of the night and then she wakes up and thinks she shit herself?
No.
No, but that sounds really awful and funny. I think that's something you would do, Spock, because you and your wife like don't like joke about poop and stuff.
Just like one of those little like like little cubes of chocolate. Like you could even take a little piece of a Hershey bar and just slip it in there, and then the heat will melt it. And then in the morning, they think they shit themselves.
He plays a lot of duty games. That's why.
It's crazy. Look at you, weirdo.
So,
did you send me the photo? Or what's the story?
Oh, the article? Yeah, I could pull it up for you. I could send you that. Mauser also sent this to me yesterday, but it's been a viral thing for a few minutes. So, there's always been a joke. There's been an inside joke for years about the dick vein in the Snickers bar and how that's the best part. Yeah.
Vein is the best part?
The dick vein of the Snickers bar?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the best part.
I've always liked it.
The dick vein.
It's weird. The funny part is I eat it, you lick it, don't you? I just thought that was weird. I was like, Covino, why are you licking your Snickers bar?
So now there was a person who made a totally fake article, like a satire article, wrote a story.
Yeah.
Just to get the right-wing people fucking ballistic about, like, this is ridiculous. Just to see if they'd take the bait.
I love this.
Right? So they're like, and I'm pretty sure like Tucker Carlson really did do a story about the dick vein. I think that's true. That's where it gets confusing. Because we've seen the meme. I think you've seen the meme of Tucker Carlson saying, something about they've removed the vein from the Snickers bar. But what happened was, it was all satire, it was all bullshit, and people took the story and did run with it. It was all misinformation, but it was fake news, and it became this big outrage based on a fake article that this person wrote out there as almost like a joke. Like, yeah, like people get so fired up about things that they shouldn't care about. Like, I bet you they'd even care about if they took the vein out of the Snickers bar.
And look at
and everyone did. And
yeah,
people did.
It was proof. It was proof.
Bullshit.
If Snickers said we're taking the vein out of the Snickers bar, I guarantee there'd be people that get mad.
That's my understanding of the story.
Dick vein.
What is it? Meet the shit poster. The guy that
so Juniper is his account.
This guy wrote a fake article about what is it? Spot scroll up just a little bit. He started a right-wing moral panic about the Snicker dick vein.
Yeah, and it went to like great lengths for people like believe it.
He says is incredible.
What are they gonna do next?
It's incredibly easy to create fake news. It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, he posted about. He tweeted a doctored version of a news story with the headline, Snickers are officially caving and removing the world-renowned dick vein from the candy bar.
Which is kind of funny. People are like, you believe this? People around the kitchen.
Tucker Carlson actually talked about it on Fox News.
Look. And now it's a smooth candy bar.
Smooth?
No
Look at
dick
it.
veins.
Cancel culture. Snickers removing beloved quote dick vein.
And we've seen that meme. Like that meme is everywhere, right? But it's all based on a fake article that someone wrote just to prove.
Fantastic.
And, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's hilarious. But, as it goes back to what we said yesterday about free speech. It's like people could say what they want. You got to be smart enough to figure out what's real and what's not. And
I always related to the.
I think that's always been the case.
I always related to the little mini Snickers bars around Halloween.
But can you imagine people getting mad about that? Like, you hear what they did today?
What's going on now?
Now they're removing the dick vein because these lefty snowflakes can't handle it.
Fucking pussies can't even handle the dick vein. Remove it? Okay, what's next?
I'll never eat a Snickers again. I'll tell you that.
I'll
tell you that. This family only eats Milky Ways.
No, same company. Fuck that.
Fuck
we
that,
are
man.
Hershey's only now.
Oh, we're Hershey's
Fuck
family.
the Mars company.
Fuck them. Taking out my dick vein. And
But I've
Tucker
always wanted
Carlson,
to.
he's like, yes, a smooth candy bar. Now, fuck smooth candy bars.
Who wants a smooth
Fucking
candy bar?
snowflakes.
They're fucking ruining it. They're ruining the Snickers bar. The dick vein's a part of it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck. It's always been my favorite part. Always. I've always said that. People mad about it.
You know what it's like?
I think that's hilarious.
You know, looking back now, like a year later,
Yeah.
the Aunt Jemima shit. No one cares at all. I go to the supermarket. I get my syrup.
I mean, I don't care. Life goes on.
And if you're a grown up, Spot was the first to say it. Who gets fake sugary syrup anyway? Unless you're a little school kid.
I like Aunt Jemima. That's my point.
It's already beginning.
But it's not about me.
It's already. This is hilarious. It's a picture of the Snickers bar without the veins. It's already beginning.
Oh, sorry.
I just bought a Snickers and it came out completely smooth. I'm disgusted. I'm shocked. I need to be alone right now.
Where's the dick vein?
Where is the dick vein?
Snickers are officially caving and removing the world. That's hilarious. The fact that it was a, quote, fake published article.
You see the reaction? No effing way.
22,000 retweets. 1,500 comments. 202,000 likes.
And that's old. And this is the like a screenshot of it, so it's probably way more now.
Yeah, it became a big story.
God.
That Tucker Carlson meme became very popular.
That's funny as hell, dude.
So, yeah, look, that sort of shit travels fast in today's world. And thank you, Mauser, for reminding me to discuss that.
I'll never have a Snickers again.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck that. You know how when Kaepernick took a knee and you're like, I'm never watching football again?
Yep.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Not while I'm not eating the Snickers ever again.
Into this lefty, softy.
You think I'm
pussification of America?
Think I'm having fake sugar syrup again?
I need
no,
veins.
sirree. I only have Aunt Jemima.
That's right.
Come on now.
I need veins. Veins only. So that's the story there.
Hey, Spot.
I have another funny one.
I sent you just one good before and after, and then Covino, I have a story for you. Another trend on social media that I'm curious if you think is funny or not.
Is it the before and after?
Before and after of the living room. I thought
sculpting.
Of cool sculpting. Yeah, look at my flanks.
I think it's shrinking. By the way, I think my little flabby gut is shrinking.
That's why you spent $4,000. $2,400. If it didn't help shrink your gut a little bit.
Well, it's supposed to take time. It's supposed to take like 3 months. And I feel like it's already starting to.
You're reacting. That's great, though. I mean, what's the alternative? It didn't work and you're fucking aggravated?
I just thought it would take longer.
I love it. That's great. The interior one was a good one. The before and after of the last, what would you say? Almost.
So we're doing interior?
The almost last year and a half of my life.
Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of miss this version.
The original house that Sarah and I bought.
So charming.
The original house we bought had blue carpets, a step down into the living room, no doors in the back, a window, popcorn ceilings.
Yeah, by the way, keep in mind, this is like the realtor's photos. It looks glowing and charming here. It did not look like that in real life.
No, I mean, it was like glum and dark.
Yeah, like
glum and dark.
Yeah.
And there was
no furniture. It was just all very.
See that wall to the left where the piano is? The wall was separated into two.
Like, props to. I'm not even going to give props to you, Rich. You know, you did a lot, but like props to Sarah
for having the vision.
The vision that I could not have. I can tell you that.
A fact.
Yeah.
That this doorway here?
Yeah.
That's photoshopped. That's not real.
It's not that big, right?
They photoshopped that in.
That hallway, you realize we made the doorway smaller, but there's more space in that foyer area there now.
Now, if you're not watching, we're just showing the before of Rich's house.
Yeah, for people not watching, it has everything in the house is wood paneling like the 80s or 70s.
You saw this piano, right?
The piano's in the garage. We don't know what to do with it. We want to donate it somewhere, maybe like a little kid's school or something.
I'll take it in my next house.
But there was like plastic. Those are like faux bricks where it was like 2 steps down into the living room. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like you took a step down. Unnecessary paneling and those. See on the right spot those like wooden bars. Like what is that? Decorative?
It's a little foyer entrance. You put your keys there.
Yeah, but it's like there's just a lot of nothing.
Oh, sorry. And
no. There's a pool in the backyard, but Spot, a window, a little window. Little window. So we took the before, and this is a recent just picture of the living room. So we went from.
So this is like So you're standing where those bars
same
were.
spot. Yeah.
No, you're slightly off to the side. You're slightly.
Yeah, I'm standing behind where those bars are.
Yeah, you're standing like where the bars were.
But yeah, we're talking. A completely different house. Like that was the last year and a half of transformation. The fact that Sarah
Go back to the original again.
The fact that Sarah saw the vision to be like, all right, let's.
Not only that, there was a big, gigantic
fireplace,
brick fireplace in the middle of all that separated all the rooms.
So Rich was standing like right here.
Yeah, probably a little back spot. Like right there.
Taking that photo.
So taking the photo from there, now you see, instead of that one little window.
Here on the other side, it was like a half moon fireplace.
Yeah, it was just so oddly placed. So that's what we bought.
And that fireplace was monstrous.
It was beautiful.
It was one of the biggest fireplaces I've ever seen in anyone's house.
I wish I could have picked that fireplace up and put it somewhere else because it was a beautiful fireplace.
Beautiful, but
what are you gonna do?
Sarah had the vision. So show the after one more time spot. So the before, wood paneling, carpet, little window in the back, and then
Rich, I give you props for having the belief in Sarah's vision. I would have been like, you're crazy.
I was not in the mindset of like, let's do a flippy dip. Let's do a I was like, could we get like a turnkey and just sort of like move in somewhere? She's like, yeah, but think of all the value and we could do it ourselves and with a contractor. And let me tell you, Sarah's made a few big decisions in our marriage and they've all been great ones. Like as far as like decisions, like Sarah will once in a while be like, follow my lead. And every time I do, she's fucking right arm. So good for Sarah. So that's where we're at. The last 2 years. So we're like 80% done with the house. So it was stressful the last 2 years, but I think the before and after proved that it was worth it.
No, it looks great.
There's no way on earth we'd be able to afford this house if it was done.
But they're painting the outside like all circus colors to match Rich's garden.
Oh, yeah, to match my garden, yeah.
Looks like it's one of those tents.
Yeah.
Rich has constant music playing in the driveway, which is kind of cool. Exactly. Because very busy garden he has. A very busy garden.
Yeah.
That's Rich's doorbell, actually. Oh, it's Rich's doorbell. Company's here.
Oh, Uncle Bozo.
Oh, Gunther Gable Williams. How great to see you.
Oh, how are ya?
Oh, it's I was gonna say the Flying Rougeau brothers, but the
Rougeau brothers are
wrestlers.
real people.
Yeah. All right. So another stupid story that we could talk about here on the Covino and Rich show.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a trend on social media that I'll throw it out there before you move on to the real thing.
Sure. Does it involve dick veins?
No, it does not. It involves Elon Musk.
Oh.
And it just simply
Musky.
Now that he has purchased Twitter for $44 billion, there's the whole trend of what is he going to buy next? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to buy Coca-Cola and put cocaine back in it.
By the way, Coke trending all morning, all throughout the day on social media because of this. Because I think Elon Musk actually may have tweeted that as a joke.
He tweeted back.
And what was the other one? I'm going to buy Doritos and fill the bags to the top. Like, it's like the whole joke was, what will he buy next and improve the product, essentially.
Like MTV was a popular one.
I'm going to buy MTV.
To play videos again.
I thought that was cool.
That's a good one. And that's a big trend right now. But Coke and Coca-Cola, both Coke and Coca-Cola trending all day because of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did tweet like I can't make miracles happen or something when that was posted.
The Coke and Coca-Cola one.
By the way, happy National Superhero Day.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Super Vato Hero for life. Get your Super Vato Hero t-shirt at shop.covinoandrich.com.
Are you fascinated by how many people hate on Elon Musk, or do you get it because it's easy to hate the billionaire guy?
Amber Heard hated on him yesterday in court. Said she never loved him. He was just like a space filler.
Oh, there he is. Number one. You're the number one result now.
Super Vato Hero?
When I search Super Vato Hero, you're the first photo that
happy,
pops up.
Hey, happy Superheroes Day, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
When you search, and our shirt comes up.
Let's see the shirt on Superhero Day. Super Vato Hero.
What a day to buy a Super Vato Hero shirt.
Today is the day. If Miguel Miggs doesn't have one, today's the day he
comes
should.
In several colors.
Look at that.
It comes in the colors of Mexico.
Shout out to Franz for the artwork.
Can also get it in a mug.
Yeah, look at that.
No, maybe not.
Super Vato Heroes. Super Vato Hero.
What a great shirt. Can I buy one even though I'm not a Vato?
Of course you can.
All right.
You're just a fan of the hero.
You're a fan of the Super Vato Hero.
Oh, like I support him as in his heroics.
Like you're not you're not a Superman, but you can still wear a Superman sign.
You ever see El Supermano? Look him up. Look up El Supermano. Yeah, it's funny.
It's El Supermano.
It's a Superman with like a Mexican mustache and a cape, and he has a sombrero.
El Supermano.
It's an action figure that my Uncle Joey had growing up.
Hola, la fool.
You never saw
it. But hey, happy superhero day to Ace and Gary.
Looks
That's
like
a good
your
one,
dad.
Gabe.
You've had to have seen El Supermano somewhere.
Is this El Supermano?
There it is. See? There he is.
Looks like your dad.
El Supermano.
Does look like Big Steve on a
Looks like
handsome
Big
day in
Steve.
like 87.
Yeah.
Can't wait to buy my first son that one day.
Is it true you're going to call him Supermano?
So, what is it? National Superhero Day?
Yeah.
Enjoy it, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Make it a good one. All right.
So-
Any other word on the Elon Musk trend?
No, I just-
oh, you know what? Speaking of, it all ties together.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan is coming out and he's saying, like, what Elon Musk is doing is some sort of superhero type shit. Like, it's amazing what he's doing now.
I mean,
You
there
know,
are
like-
people that love him, and
Right.
then there's people that are like Elon Musk. You know what it is? I'll be honest. It's always so political. Everything somehow ties back. Like the left is like he's an evil human, and the right's like industry, and Elon Musk is a visionary. Like I feel like it's how has it become political? Whether or not you like this guy, I think he's fascinating. Elon Musk to me is fascinating.
You know what else is trending? Bobby Boucher. Because Barstool, ahead of the draft, tweeted who would be your top three fictional football players in your draft. So Bobby Boucher is trending.
Bobby Boucher.
You know what happens on draft day, by the way? That terrible picture of
Kevin
Russell
Costner.
Wilson and his ex-girlfriend always resurfaces this time of year.
What about the picture of Brett Favre wearing like cutoff jeans
The Brett
with
Favre
like a big
picture
cell phone?
that Baker Mayfield reenacted, that resurfaces. But there's a famous picture of Russell Wilson getting the phone call, and his at the time girlfriend was there. And you know what though? It hurts my feelings because you see in her face her pure love and joy and excitement for him. And that's all you want out of your partner, to support and love you that much.
Did they end up married? Did she get anything out of this deal?
But like to
How
think,
have I
yeah.
never seen
Oh,
this
bro,
photo?
it's the worst. It's the worst. Like, I bet you Russell Wilson cringes every year because he's like, oh no, this photo's gonna fucking happen again. Russell Wilson's girlfriend at the time,
2,
and her face.
1. How have I never seen this photo?
You know what?
It's
I'm
so
not
bad.
as I know it's not, but I agree. It's not as popular as it should be.
I see it every year on draft day.
Photo.
Every year I see it. So, you know, she must, I feel so bad for her though.
She thought she was in it for the long haul.
Yeah, and then he's with Sierra, and his life is completely different.
Oh.
But that's pure.
I like his little Caesar haircut.
Like she's
Elation.
She's all in it for him in that photo.
Yeah. Well,
Like that's beautiful,
No,
but
she's
she
in it
looks
for herself too.
and she looks terrible.
If you want to play a fun game of Covino and Rich could talk, if you
looks like she's gonna bite his arm.
if you want to play a game of Covino and Rich could somehow talk about anything and tie everything together, Russell Wilson and Sierra in the news for 2 things. Number 1, actually 3. Number 1, people love that draft photo, so it's sort of
Oh my God,
viral
it's
again today.
Fantastic.
It's a bad photo.
It's fantastic.
Number 2, I think they are now the owners, correct me if I'm wrong, of the most expensive house in the state of Colorado. They bought a mansion in Colorado now that he's a Bronco, and I think it might be the most expensive house in the state of Colorado. So Russell Wilson and Sierra making their self at home, and they went to go see the president.
I thought
And
Dante Bichette had the most
no,
expensive
Andreas
house.
Galarraga used to have, yeah. Well, yeah.
Not Ryan Walker.
We're gonna be rich!
It's so bad. And it's embarrassing for everybody because she got nothing out of it. She's so excited it hurts. I feel bad about it. And then people think like, man, Russell Wilson used to date a guy.
You did it! That shit was funny, Spot. Well, hey, one more thing about Russell Wilson. Then I have, man, so many thoughts jumping through my fucking big empty noggin. Russell Wilson and Sierra were waiting to meet the president. I guess they were in the White House for some charity or something. And people are saying, man, Russell Wilson is making us all look bad.
Oh, man.
Because if you go to Sierra's Instagram page, Spot, if you go to Sierra's Instagram page, Russell Wilson knows like every word to her songs. And he's like sitting there all proud of her, singing along with her while she's just singing. And everyone's like, man, is Russell Wilson just like a perfect dude?
It's good, dude.
It's like the second video in, Spot. They're just like,
ask his ex-girlfriend. See how she feels about it.
yeah. Russell Wilson. He's like, yeah, there is. She's singing and he's there singing with her.
We got text.
Like, look at Russell just fucking jamming.
I thought you were going to say Sierra's in the news for doing her touchdown celebration dance. Did you see that?
Oh,
that's pretty good. You don't have to find that spot.
But Sierra and Russell Wilson in the news.
Rock on. Yeah, she was doing a touchdown dance the other day. It went somewhat viral. So thanks for all the feedback, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for rocking. We are Covino and Rich. You know that. Check out the brand new Behind the Velvet Rope.
6 songs for you.
It's so bad. Russell Wilson must hate that photo every year. Sierra must be like,
probably loves
your
it.
ugly ass ex is in the news again.
They probably love it. They probably laugh at it, I bet.
Oh, it's got to be great. I would have that framed. Or I would have it commissioned like the what's the name on the sticks that you have? The canvas print you have?
Oh, the who's the guy, Covino?
Oh, Edgar's Fall.
Edgar. I would have it like painted by an artist.
Edgar's Fall.
Like Edgar, so I would have it done in paint and have it hung in somewhere in my house.
Got a message from one of
house.
our listeners. Let's call him Mike W. I don't want to give away anyone's personal information anymore. But Mike, appreciate you, man. Anyone that listens to the show, supports us in any way, I appreciate you.
True that.
Mike W. said that he and his wife got in an argument the other day. Nothing serious, like in a debate, like a little debate. Out of a sign of respect, would you automatically call a woman who appears to be over the age of 50 Mrs. instead of Miss? Or do you call her ma'am? Then he has other options, like this is a weird argument, who cares? I was raised to call all women, regardless of age, ma'am. You know, if you approach a woman,
it's ma'am.
How do you address her? Like Miss sounds like thank you, Miss, ma'am. I think I say ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. If I'm on a customer service
but
call,
you're never going to call
you,
a young person ma'am.
Yeah, the whole joke is like the whole joke is when you call like a younger woman ma'am, she's like, "Oh dear, do I look old?" Like ma'am does insinuate.
That's why he said over 50.
Yeah, if you're an old biddy, ma'am is good, but like
ma'am, which is short for madam, would you refer to a young lady as madam?
I would say, excuse me, miss. Miss is the answer.
Has like a young dude at the store called you Mister yet?
Hey, Mister.
Hey, Mister. No.
No, but I think the answer is simple. We can move on. It's Miss. You never assume Mrs. Mrs. and Mrs. is insinuate you assume she's married. Miss is fine. Hey, excuse me, Miss or ma'am.
Your mom working at Lowe's.
If someone goes up to her,
some guy out.
Excuse me, ma'am,
That's
miss,
what I'm saying.
Miss, ma'am. I don't think you could get offended by either.
Hey, Miss. Thank you, Miss. Sounds odd. I would never say thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Would it be Miss or ma'am new booty?
I miss.
That's the difference. That's Miss New
I found
Booty.
you, ma'am new booty.
Ma'am.
The woman at Lowe's who says, have a great day and thanks for shopping.
Oh,
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. There's your answer.
There it is. So over the age of 50, you nailed it, Spot, without even knowing it. So to answer our buddy Mike's question, I found you Miss New Booty. That means you're a young woman. Miss New Booty. The woman at Home Goods, thank you, ma'am. The woman on customer service is like, you have a good day now. Can I help you with anything else? No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Anything over 50 or in that range is ma'am.
I usually say, thanks, soul sister. No.
What do you say to a man who looks like a ma'am? That's the question, Spot. What about a man who looks like a ma'am?
Buddy, old pal.
Ma'am.
Do you say sir? Or like, how do you address that guy? If there's a guy at a Gameco or Funko Land, wherever that was,
it's
GameStop.
ma'am.
If there's a guy at a GameStop, but he looks like a 50-year-old woman, how do you address him? It's another tough question.
The answer is, by the way, I love the ma'am you're about to play, but honestly, as far as a real woman goes, if you're at a store, I'm at Ralph's, and hey, where's I can't find the oatmeal. Oh, it's in aisle 4. Thanks, ma'am. Ma'am, it's.
But even if it's a young woman, that's weird.
I'll just probably say, yeah, thank you.
Same.
If it's older woman, I throw in the ma'am for respect, maybe.
I don't think I ever say miss. Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
I don't think I ever say that.
Miss.
Unless I address something. Oh, that's Miss Johnson. Oh, Melody's teacher, Miss Applebum.
You notice that? Is that a trend in like preschools and stuff?
Need Applebum?
It's a trend where they usually call the teacher Miss, but their first name.
Yeah.
Like Miss Jackie.
You know who else does
Miss
that?
Rebecca.
Respectful Hispanic women. Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve?
Oh, Mr. Steve.
Mr. Steve?
Yeah.
Hola, Mr. Steve.
Hola, Mr. Steve.
Did you say hi to Mr. Steve?
Mr. Steve.
So, Mike W.,
Mr.
to
Steve?
solve and resolve your debate. Young woman, miss.
Mr. Steve?
Older woman, ma'am.
Yeah, older woman,
I
ma'am.
wouldn't say Mrs.
I say young woman. You don't even say anything. It's like, you know how like...
I'm with you on that.
Now, sometimes you don't really... You know how like your in-laws, like sometimes people say, what do you call your in-laws? And you're like, I never really called them anything.
Yes, Mr. Steve.
Sometimes you could get away with not... Like, hey, where's the oatmeal? Young girl, it's in aisle 4. Thank you so much.
Yes,
I don't need to say Mr. Ma'am, but if it's like old Biddy, like, it's in aisle 4. Oh,
Thanks,
thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
With you. That's kind of how I
If it's someone you think could be your mom, how about that? If it's someone you think could be your mom, ma'am. Someone your age or younger, nothing.
I'm like, bam with the ma'am.
All right, what if it's a dude? I'll give a guy like, thanks, bro. If it's an older guy, thank you, sir. Older guy, thank you, sir. Younger dude, hey, thanks, bro. Home Depot. Hey, where's the light fixtures? Oh, right there in the middle. Hey, thanks, bro. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Thanks,
sir
buddy.
or bro?
Sometimes I'll say buddy a lot.
Hey, bud.
Or, hey, thanks, pal.
Thanks,
And
pally.
Jordan says that sounds a little condescending sometimes, which is
fuck.
never...
Bruv.
Which is never the intent. I'm like, hey, thanks, buddy. Not a lot of people say that, though.
I think I have a bromance, by the way, at Emmy's school.
Really?
One of the dudes.
Now that's a story.
One of the dads. No, like one of the dads and I are palling around because we always do the same time pickup. And seems like a cool dude. And I'm like, what's the next step?
I can see what's happening.
No, what's the next step?
Fucking, I don't know.
Like Emmy's
golf and stuff.
Emmy's 5th birthday is coming up.
Top golf.
Do I invite the kids from the school over here and the parents for a little barbecue for Emmy's 5th in May?
No, I mean, despite popular belief and the pictures that are painted, and hey, I'm probably to blame for that sometimes, but I would have dinners with other parents often. It was nice times. You know, you connect with somebody, your kids are friends, they're nice. You know, hey, you go out to dinner one night and then you actually make it happen.
We started chatting one day. He was wearing a Syracuse shirt. And I'm like, oh, Syracuse, I went there. He's like, I played football there. I'm like, you played football there? What year? And I'm like, I think I'm way older than you. He's like, yeah, he graduated like 10 years after me. But fucking cool guy. He's like, yo, what's up? You always give me bro hugs.
You're the old dad?
Oh, you're the old dad.
I mean, he's 30. He's a young, cool brother. And him and I were talking about winning time yesterday. Like every time we pick up the kids, him and I are always pulling up at the same time. And the small talk has turned more into like, instead of like, hello, now it's like, yo, you watched last week's winning time? Yeah, that shit was dope, right? And him and I and I'm like, and I always see Emmy playing with his son. So now I'm like, they definitely got to get the birthday invite, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's not a question. Yeah, well, first things first, I Papa freaks all the honeys. But you invite the kids to the party, but eventually it could be like, hey man, why don't you come by for a drink or a barbecue, or why don't we go out to dinner? I with my ex would go out to dinner with other parents, like just double dates.
Yeah.
Not in group settings. So if I did that shit, then I'd have to say, yeah, that's the next step if you think they're nice people.
Yeah.
And your friends and your kids can be friends with their kids.
Yeah. It's
you remember Human?
Human was a great dude. In fact, I'm
Human.
friends with Human on Facebook.
Another guy, Lawrence, I had dinner with him and his wife, like out and about.
Yeah.
At least 3 different couples I had dinner with, and even at their home.
So yeah, that's it's new territory for me. Sizing up who I think is like a cool person. It's interesting. You're right, because you meet people your age, and some of them connect with you, and other people
you gotta watch out. Like I'm not saying you're bad at this, Rich, but sometimes you are. Like you have a filthy mouth.
Yeah, you do.
Like you'll say like pussy in front of like Sarah's
you'll start
mom.
talking about like banging asses
in front of like Sarah and like
licking taints.
You say dick a lot in front of like professional people.
Yeah, you're gross.
You know what I mean? Like but Rich feels like you get away with it because he's just got a cheesy smile. Yeah. Oh, my dick.
Oh, my dick.
I think if you're going to bruv it up with this brother man, like you don't say, oh, winning time. You see that girl's titties? Like you can't, like that shit does not fly.
I didn't say titties in front of him.
I'm just saying I can see you.
But maybe I will next time.
Because you have this smile. Like, I can say titties, right?
Yeah, you said titties.
You don't talk shit like that with other people, even if they're cool young parents. Like,
yeah, you definitely said titties.
Or you don't talk about did you see that mom's ass? Oh, snap, Miss New Booty. Whose kid is that? Whose mom is that? Like, you don't play that.
That's
never cross those lines. Never. Yeah, exactly.
Classic
never.
Davis.
Classic
Always
Dicky.
lead with your Eddie Haskell politeness when it comes to dealing with other parents.
Yeah, you got it because
I'm stating the obvious, but Rich has a filthy mouth.
Nicole,
everyone's like you, but everyone has sticks up their ass.
Nicole and I have talked about that, where you have to size them up. Like you can't talk about that shit until you can't talk about the stuff until you realize they're on the same page as you.
I don't think I've ever crossed those lines. Not those lines. I've met.
But once you realize once you realize, like,
throw it up.
you know what it's like?
It's like
It's like
fucking ass on.
I don't know. It's like smoking weed or drinking or anything. Like the minute you realize someone else is cool, like if you're at a party and someone's like, "Yeah, I'll get an old fashioned," then you're like, "All right, this person drinks, so like I could have a drink." Someone makes a weed reference, you could be like, "All right, I don't have to like." You size up how they are, right?
Agreed.
Someone makes any type of sexual or dirty joke. You're like, all right, they're not a prude. You size people up. You would insinuate that you keep your guard up permanently.
Just think
that's how you make
certain lines
friends.
should be crossed. Like saying, like I'm giving you a little example. Rich uses the word like dick and pussy in front of his in-laws. That's some shit I'll never do, no matter how comfortable I am.
No. I have a relationship with people that I'm always going to be myself. I'm not going to hide
that's
who I am.
That's inappropriate. It's not hiding. That's it's wearing a different hat. That's all. So I wouldn't talk that game in front of another parent. You don't know them that well.
Which is why I haven't done it. I'm saying if you create a relationship with someone and you're like, all right, I'm really bonding with this person, then you see where the relationship goes. You're not being vulgar right away. However, if you hang with this person quite a bit, like if my dad probably saw the same dad at Little League for a couple of years and they're all kids in the neighborhood and people in the school district.
I don't think my dad ever said you fucking slipper the old brajol. Am I right?
Oh, without a doubt. My dad played poker with some of the other dads, and they would.
Yeah,
you're out of your mind. I think you're not realizing.
You don't cross those lines.
Especially
maybe Vatos don't.
Like you said, this guy was 10 years younger. He might be part of the weenies generation.
Certainly not.
They don't. He's a little offensive.
We don't have boundaries. I don't operate in boundaries.
You should.
I don't. I'm not pulling out my penis, but I'm not gonna.
Cigar above the law.
Yeah. I don't deal with boundaries.
Above the law.
I don't play by rules.
It's just called being polite and respectful.
Have you ever made an off-color joke around others that didn't care for it? How did you deal with the fallout? Oh, I have a great story where keeping it real went too far. It's not me. It's not me.
Keeping it real goes wrong.
Oh, it's not me. Hold on. I got to find this. This is fucking great.
Keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real, I have the Covino totally forgot, and I'm going to show him, and he's going to say, oh, shit, that was funny. Hold on. When keeping it real goes wrong, and you're going to be like, oh, shit, that's right. So, all right, hold on. You're going to love this spot. You're going to love this, love this, love this. When it comes to other parents, I am completely polite. In fact, I size up the other teachers. I wait for the teachers and other parents to say something to me before I ever go there.
I'm not saying you're not polite. I'm saying that you have a dirty mouth.
All right, one of Emmy's teachers at the preschool, I love. Let's call her Miss Rebecca. Miss Rebecca, I'll talk to her small talk while Emmy's still playing with her friends in the playground. And she'll be like, oh, are you watching Better Call Saul? Yeah, I am watching. My wife are loving it. Are you caught up? Yeah. Oh my God. Like, Kim Wexler, if she's like, what a fucking mess or something, I'll be like, you take the lead. I let the other person go a little vulgar first, and then I'll jump in. Does that make sense? No?
Of course. I've had a teacher straight up hit on me. She's like, I hope I'm not crossing any line. I'm like, you are, but it's okay. I don't blame you.
But I get you. I get it.
Was she hot?
Hell no.
That's why she crossed the line.
So when keeping it real goes, I have a great when keeping it real goes wrong.
I love that segment.
So my buddy Chris Siri, inventor of Santa's Enchanted Mailbox, who might be my most hilarious inappropriate friend. Like, I mean, he might be my funny. More
inappropriate than hilarious.
He might be my most inappropriate friend.
There it is.
Outside of you guys. Like, Chris is fucking hilarious. He's the guy that I went to high school with that was always the funniest kid.
I'm inappropriate, but at the right time.
Yeah.
That guy has zero boundaries.
My buddy Siri is the guy that is like a successful sales guy, but the reality is he's a goofy goon who should be probably in the entertainment industry. But he's a successful sales guy. He went that route. But he never lost his childish sense of humor. He might be the only person that I know more immature for a 40-year-old than Steve Covino. My list of immature 40-plus, Chris Siri, Steve Covino.
Yeah, but he's like next level. Like Steve Covino is like good. He jokes about like, butt cheeks and stuff like that. He like does things that are just highly inappropriate for a man of his age to be doing.
He's vulgar.
Yeah,
he's vulgar.
Like,
he'll
Photoshop like a vulgar picture of.
He'll Photoshop a dick on my face and then send it to all of our friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't care because I like his sense of humor, but I was like
he's the 40-year-old that still takes upper deckers in people's toilets.
Right. Yeah. He admitted that.
He is the ultimate jokester. So he's very involved with his sons. His sons are big time Little League kids like we were. So my buddy Chris is constantly out.
He named one after me.
Dominic, Mason, and Christian. He's got 3 beautiful boys.
Dominic.
And they are, all they're obsessed with is, what are those guys that do like the trick little videos like,
this
dude,
trick shots.
dude something.
Oh, Dude Perfect.
Yeah. Dude Perfect. Like his sons are the typical like boys that like play sports, fart, and do pranks. Like his sons are like mini hymns. Like, hey, what are we doing today, kids? We playing a prank on someone? We farting or playing baseball? It's like,
cycle's never.
Do you mean like your dad? Like my friend when he was a little kid? So he's very involved in the Little League because he's a super involved dad. They had to do some pipe work. I'm sure he made a joke about that. They had to do some pipe work at the Little League field in his hometown
2 nights ago.
So Spot, I sent you 2 pictures. Call up the first picture that's not photoshopped. They had to dig into the baseball field, and all the parents are like, what's this? What's going on with the baseball field? So there's a group text of all the parents.
Right.
I'm
ashamed.
There's all the parents in the Little League.
This is a story of there's a time and a place.
So
ashamed.
So my buddy Chris, your mouth was up there.
I know.
So my buddy Chris sees this on the Little League field. It's a patch of like, looks like the grass had to be dug up because they did some pipe work for the sprinklers or something, right? Like, oh, the field looks messed up. They're like, what caused this? What is this? Because no one knew if it was like piping, an animal. Did someone run a truck over it? There's a big patch in the middle of the baseball field missing. My buddy Chris hits up the president of the Little League and all the parents on the group text and goes, oh, I think I know what caused it. And this is what he sent everyone. Fucking black dude.
The naked black man.
The naked black guy.
He sent this to a group chat.
Yeah. And,
wood.
The big long patch of dirt
is his junk.
Where the pipe was installed is his junk.
So Wood, the black guy that sits on the edge of the bed, my buddy photoshopped him in and sent this to all the parents. And he goes, half the dads were like, LOL, hilarious as that. But 2 people like, Chris, a little inappropriate. It's like, what type of nerd parents said that?
I mean,
what type of nerd parents?
I mean,
just for safety measures. Like it's a Little League chat.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but it's other parents, other 30 and 40-year-olds.
You're wrong,
sorry.
dude.
I think it was. I wouldn't have done it.
I think if it was like us, I would laugh my ass off. But you gotta read the room, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Rich
has no filter.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do this.
Do I think that's funny?
No, but you're defending
Yes.
it. You're defending it.
Do I think that's funny? Yes, but there's a time and a place for that kind of funny.
My buddy Chris.
That's what I was telling Rich.
My buddy Chris, his theory was
shame.
his theory is
Don't defend this.
Well, hold on. I'm just telling you what his theory was. His theory is there's like 10 to 15, 30 to 40-something-year-old dads on a group chat. What 30 to 40-something-year-old dad wouldn't find that funny? What fucking nerd wouldn't be like, that's funny? He goes, the person that says, Chris, I don't know, that's not cool. What nerd would say that? Honestly.
He was put in his place immediately.
But then he said every other dad DM'd him like, yo, that shit was funny.
But from a guy who really had no reference to it. The guy didn't even know what the fuck it was. He just thought it was inappropriate. And he was like, how can anyone in this day and age not even know what that is? And then he explained to the guy, oh, it was, this famous thing during the pandemic. Everybody saw it.
Like, what a nerd.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to thought it was funny. And he said that the guy had a better understanding once he explained, but still was like, yeah, probably not the best look.
And then Chris was like, well, how did he miss that for 2 years, though?
Because you deal with kids, man. You're dealing with kids. Did you see what the Little League posted today? Little League takes a strong stance today. Their post. I follow Little League. I'm a big fan on social media. Their big stance was
Little League.
Yeah, today on Instagram. Look it up. Their whole mission was we take child abuse seriously. Like, so, we as parents have a responsibility. We see a kid who's being treated, poorly. It's our job to make note of this and let authorities know.
I agree that it was inappropriate, but I do at the same time.
My point is, for an organization that takes things so seriously because it involves children, to make that joke is funny amongst pals.
It wasn't someone from the board of the Little League. It was the dads in the neighborhood.
No, it was. There was one dude.
The guy that runs the Little League.
Who runs the Little League?
You know who runs the Little League?
So
like someone's dad.
You think that guy who runs the Little League wants to be associated with something like that?
You know who ran the Little League when I was a kid? One of my friend's dads.
Dude, look at the Little League mission statement. Read that post from today.
Reporting child abuse is a critical piece of being a Little League volunteer. Be sure to know the national and state specific laws surrounding reporting child abuse. Hashtag child abuse prevention month.
You guys are
I'm not saying that
thriving
what
families.
Chris is doing has anything to do with child abuse. But what I'm saying is for an organization that takes a lot of pride in protecting kids.
It was a text message to other dads
who are involved in Little League.
Who do you know that would be offended by that?
That's different.
No, that's a good question. Because
how
that
are you not seeing the difference?
No, I agree. But tell me who you know that would be offended by that. No one, because you don't roll with nerds.
It's not true.
Barry would be offended? Would Gus be offended?
JC in Kentucky might be.
Really? Listens to us every day, would be offended by a fucking joking. And there was not even a penis in it. It was like you don't do it with
not
strangers.
A men's bowling league. It's
you
Little
don't
League.
do it with strangers, but the reality though is who would be offended by it? The fucking nerd.
Okay, I wouldn't be offended, but I would know that it's out of place and off color in this setting.
I don't know you.
Spot. I'm asking you.
I wouldn't take that chance.
I wouldn't take that chance.
I'm with you. I'm not sending it to her. I wouldn't send a dick. It's not even a dick pic. I wouldn't even send a vulgar possible joke to parents at any school that I didn't know. But I'm asking you, who do you know that would be offended by it of all your friends? And don't say your mom.
Probably not.
No one, right?
Yeah, it's
Gus,
funny.
Barry, our buddy Mike, our buddy.
It's funny, dude.
Our buddy Chris, everyone. No one we know. Your brother-in-law, your sisters. No one would be. Everyone would be like, it's probably some nerd or super religious person. And that's why you got to be careful. That's all. I agree. You got to be careful.
That's it.
But I thought that was when keeping it real goes wrong.
It was funny. It was definitely funny, but yeah.
You never know. I'm telling you, I don't know.
I would never want it to change. He's like, that's what makes him, that's what makes him.
He felt a little deflated after that, though. He admitted it was a fail. Did you?
Oh, yeah. No, he's like, oh, yeah.
He felt bad. He felt dumb about it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how I feel personally. You're in a group setting. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I have
sorry, bro. I can't defend that at all.
Since we're talking about kids and stuff, let me give you a 20-second dad life update, because I feel like you would find this funny, considering you guys always joke about Ben, my son, being like Bam Bam, like a little fucking menace. So every day when Sarah packs his little lunch for preschool,
Kid's packing.
She puts a photo of wood in there for the teacher to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
Ben's banana. She attaches wood at the end of the banana. So
you can't time my 20-second story when you guys are talking. I see you with a little timer. I can't say 20
seconds.
Yeah, but I can't say 20-second story, and you guys didn't even let me start yet, and then be like 20 seconds. You guys were talking.
I want to see how long a 20-second story really is. That's all.
Well, if you guys are talking, it's going to be very long. You guys always joke about how Ben's a beast, little Bam Bam. He's a little menace. So every day, Sarah has realized every day Ben gets home, and Emmy comes home. She got like 2 bites of a sandwich left, a couple cheese doodles, like maybe like 1 or 2 strawberries. Like Emmy will be like a regular kid and have like essentially a couple things left over.
Yeah, it's wasteful. I get mad about that, but it happens.
Yeah, you half a turkey sandwich, 3 cheese puffs, and 2 strawberries. So she decided to.
20 seconds is way up.
Ben will always come home, and his lunchbox looks like my plate at a restaurant, like clean.
Before you finish the story, you get minus 30 seconds from Rich's story.
Okay.
I walked in today, and Emmy's eating breakfast like a little kid, like waffle or
little
something.
oatmeal or waffles, like all. Yeah.
Ben was sitting there with a Tupperware. What the hell is that? I said, Ben, are you eating potato salad? He's eating chicken salad for breakfast.
He won't stop eating.
Like from a deli, like a whole bowl.
Did he go and get it himself?
I don't know. He was eating chicken salad. Dude. Mayo all over his face. And I went to Emmy. I said, chicken salad for breakfast? And she just went, because she's eating waffles.
Emmy's probably having a little Minnie Mouse waffle and some oatmeal. And she's like, look at this guy.
He's got to hit his protein macros.
Spot. Ben comes home and Sarah's like, no, I'm not even joking. Parents will know what I mean. We gave him, I'm not even joking. She ate dino nuggets, vegetable straws, and some berries. Comes home every day empty. The teacher pulled us aside the other day.
He's eating other kids' lunches, isn't he?
We got to talk.
He's doing a lot of pinch and rolls.
We got to
stop.
I just want to tell you something about Ben. It's not a big deal, but like, oh, what did Ben do? Yeah, Ben
took a grumpy.
Finishes his lunch and then goes around eating every other kid's lunch. He just won't stop eating.
Oh, it's like dad. Yeah,
Ben will go up to other kids and be like, sandwich? Oh, nugget.
Does he take his finger and lick the inside of other people's bowls?
Yeah, he eats the ramekins of everything.
Does he do that? Because, in public?
And
he talks about eating ass because Rich does it with the parents in the playground.
What's next, ass?
Let's eat ass.
I'm gonna have to get a 10th job when Ben's in high school. This kid, people talk about how like teenage boys just eat out of house and home because they're
not even teenage boys, dude. When kids go through that growth spurt, like Jordan made a comment the other day that Melody eats like a high school linebacker.
Food is growth
and
fuel.
she's, I wanted to be like, hey, slow down, but she's like 100% right.
Yeah,
like Melody eats like a high school linebacker.
They're burning so much food,
and they're growing. Yeah, it's like, yo, chill, Melody.
Is Ben gonna start stealing lunch money one day? Give me your lunch money.
That's funny.
But yeah, I just thought that you guys always say he's a beast, and we got confirmation that he sort of is a beast. He's taking all the other kids' lunch food because but it's not like we give him a little bit. Sarah will be like, all right, I'll give the kid extra. What 2-year-old has 8 dino nuggets, a side, and a dessert? I mean, he's a little growing boy, I get. Damn.
It's only going to get worse. I told you, man. In my prime of like growing.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe it. But remember, my dad was a vendor, right? So there was soda and candy everywhere. I would come home so parched from high school after football practice, double sessions, this and that. I would drink a full-on 6-pack of ginger ale.
Pretty disgusting when you think back, but yeah, you told me you'd be like glug 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 glug,
and then eat everything else in sight. Anything that was there, I would eat.
When I was a kid, much like you, I remember
drinking 6 cans a go
on my way back from school after playing probably baseball or doing some activity.
By the way, your story took almost 5 minutes.
That's fine.
That's fine. So it wasn't 20 seconds.
When I was a kid, every day after school, my grandfather would stop at the deli for us. And God bless him, because now I look at it and I'm like, he wasted so much money. Every day I'd get like a Snapple or 2 Snapples, like Hostess cupcakes and like Dipsy Doodles every day. And I'd be like a teenage, preteen boy. You're just eating everything. So it has already begun. Ben is Benzilla.
Eating everybody else's lunch.
Yeah. He's just a baby boy.
Just a growing boy.
So
that's what you want. Honestly,
you want that. I sort of want that. Yeah.
It's kind of what you want from
like I told you, when Ben was born.
Sandwich mine.
So I told you, when Ben was born, my scariest moment was when we didn't know if Ben was a boy or a girl. We waited.
By the way, it seems like he's eating anything. He's eating chicken salad.
He just wants to eat.
It looked like it was like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was just dipping his hand and eating chicken at 7 a.m.
Yeah. Sarah took out the chicken salad to make Emmy a sandwich for lunch. And Ben's like, ugh.
So he's open to eating new shit. Who knows? He might there's a lot of, different ethnicities in the school, right?
Yeah.
Probably eating all kinds of different foreign shit.
Yeah.
Ben likes sushi now.
But he's a big boy.
Ben like beans.
But my scariest moment when Ben was born, if you remember, we didn't do a gender reveal. We didn't know. We wanted to be surprised.
Ben like Persian food.
When Ben's about to be delivered, the delivery doctor said, my God, look at the shoulders, like a linebacker. And I was like, oh my God, please be a boy. So it's a big boy. What are you going to say?
Yeah, Lisa brings up a good point. At least he's eating actual food, not junk.
Know what he eats all day, though? He does eat donuts. You know those little chocolate Hostess donuts?
Yeah.
That's like his shit.
I mean, you know what, though?
Little boy, we did the same.
Yeah, kids burn it off quick. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But kids can't police themselves at all with that shit.
No.
You got to give them, I gave Melody her Easter basket, and I even said, Melody, don't eat everything at once. Dude, that basket was done like a day.
Yeah.
Like everything in it.
Yeah.
So you need to chill. Chill with that. So, Ben.
Well,
Ben.
There you
Growing
go.
boy.
Ben.
Next
Get
thing you know,
in my belly.
What's going to happen when Ben, has a food rage and he, just
eats everything?
No. He goes to Rich's garden and just starts tearing shit out.
He does?
What happens? Ben food.
Slap him.
He starts doing his Hulk stomp. Fuck that garden. I need dino nuggets. Dinosaur. And he's just ripping shit out. What's going to happen when that happens? Is Ben not allowed to stomp in your garden? Does he know that's the no-no zone? No, he has to, right?
Slap him.
The no-no zone.
That's the no-no zone. Ben like colors. No, not Ben. No zone.
My rose, my pansies, no.
Oh, my pansies are perennials.
That is pansy.
Ben like pansy.
No, you don't. Stay away. So I'm going to go in the yard, and Ben's going to be holding it like he's going to have killed one of the bunnies on the house. He's going to eat now.
Saw your bunnies.
That's the
oh boy,
life of being a dad of a little boy.
There you go. Well, moving along. That's my dad life update. Oh, and one last note about
Ben's going to be picking up the car and throwing it at the flowers.
One last note about the kids at school.
By the way, not to sound sexist, but both conversations tie together. I think if you have a camaraderie with a dad of a son, you could get away with more in your bro-y conversations.
Yeah, no, you're right.
When you have a dad, and when you're the dad of a daughter and you're talking to another dad of a daughter, you're coming from a different place.
Yeah, it's like a creepy perspective.
Best behavior.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%.
So there's something to be said about that.
And another thought I had, when you go to the school.
By the way, I've been in the, this has been in the driveway.
Well, there's Ben.
There's Ben.
Yeah, there he is.
Happy National Superhero Day.
Me lost dino nugget. Looking for food. Under car. He, if you're not watching, he lifted the car to look for his dino nugget. Ben food. Super Ben. Super Ben.
Beast boy. Beast boy. Oh, one last note about the kids, and then I have a Pete Alonso clip spot you need to play because I want to know if you love this or hate this, okay?
I mean, the Mets lead the majors in getting hit by pitches. So,
by like a long shot.
They double it's like 3% of the players have gotten hit or whatever. Mets have doubled that, 6%.
It's unbelievable.
And 19 batters this season have been hit for the Mets.
And Pete Alonso had a response that some people are like, well, that's a bit aggressive. And other people are like, fucking, I love it.
So we'll get to that next.
So we'll get to that. But I don't want to get all eye-rolling here.
I got the Yankees matinee going.
Oh.
I don't know if you have money on that.
I didn't touch anything today.
Yankees matinee on a Thursday.
So you brought up this point before. It's so wild to think how when kids are young, they are not affected by the world yet. And anytime there's a kid that's shitty or sexist or racist or anything, it's because their parents suck. Because when you see these little kids play, they don't care about the difference of skin color, boys, girls, this, and they just want to play with other little kids. And honestly, it's the parents that make kids shitty. It's so obvious. It's more obvious than ever before because I think my daughter, when I see my daughter playing with all kids of different backgrounds and races and everything, I'm like, yo, I don't even think she knows or notices. And then you realize it's parents and their shitty influence that make kids bad.
Like dogs.
Like dogs. What does that mean?
Saying like there's no bad dogs. There's just bad owners. Kids.
Well, I mean, there are some dogs that are a little more aggressive than others. No.
Nah.
You think a pit bull and a chihuahua are the same? Okay.
It's all about it's nurture. It's nurture versus nature.
But it is just pretty wild to see how kids don't even. They don't even like. It doesn't even register.
Kids start to get to a point where they notice other kids getting favoritism, though. So resentment could subliminally start building there. Like, why does little Cindy get all the little lead roles?
Not anymore. Now it's the opposite.
Now it is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that, they start piecing things together sometimes on their own. But for the most part, Rich is right. It's the parents that create these shitty
like dynamics
in their friendships. But you know what? It's not even just the parents anymore. That's my issue with the schools pushing a lot of the stories that I don't think need to be told at an early age because it separates the classes. I don't even want to get into it.
All right. Well, cue up this Pete Alonso clip spot. And on Throwback Thursday spot, you have not mentioned once my Jack the Whack old school Z100 shirt.
I gave you that shirt.
You did. Found it in Z100 storage from the 80s.
I think I'll fit into it now.
I don't think you will because I don't fit into it. It's like it's like a belly shirt on me. That's why I'm glad we're sitting down.
My cool sculpting. Slender.
Me on a Throwback Thursday, 1975, Ali Frazier, super rare shop. Taking it back, I was just a little tadpole in my dad's scrotum sack. 1975, Throwback Thursday. And why do I wear this? Because I'm looking for my rival. Rich is my partner. He's not my rival.
Who's your rival?
Because every Ali needs a Frazier.
Is that
every
what it is?
Oreo needs a Hydrox. Every Coke needs a Pepsi.
Every Mars needs a Hershey.
There you go.
I feel like that would be more like Coke and RC Cola.
So Pete Alonso did not get hit by a pitch yesterday, but you pointed out the Mets got hit by more pitches.
19 times.
19 times.
Double the average of anyone else.
The next team in the league, I believe, has like half of that almost, like just over 10. So
cool
this video is wild because you see at of all people to get tossed, like Pete Alonso gets in the scrum, as they call it. But three guys pull him from behind.
It's one of the coaches of the Cardinals.
One of the coaches.
Sounds like you in the early 2000s.
In the early 2000s.
Three guys pull him from behind.
Pete Alonso gets pulled from behind spot.
Stop it.
And sort of made him mad because he's like, yo, if we're gonna be in a little fight and there's something going on, I think it's pretty lame that three guys pull me from behind.
Stop it.
Sounds like Rich in the early 2000s.
Early 2000.
On the low version.
In the early 2000.
Yes, sir. But take a listen to Pete Alonso, and some people think they love it because, like, yeah, I love how sure this guy is of himself, and other people are like, all right, Pete Alonso, slow down there, buddy boy. Take a listen after the game.
Play.
Getting domed up isn't fun. It's obviously not safe. It's dangerous, and there's consequences, whether it's on purpose or not. And we're going to stand up for ourselves. And I'm totally for standing up. I'm not just for standing up for myself. I'm totally for standing up for teammates. But kind of what happened today, it just didn't make sense. The ball wasn't even close.
It really wasn't close.
And I mean, something got started for no reason. It wasn't even close. I know it's a 5-run ball game, but like we're trying to come back. To me, the whole thing didn't even make sense. Again, I got pulled from behind. Actually, Genesis Cabrera grabbed me by the back of the collar, and then he just ripped down, and then the coach just kind of jumped on me, and I thought that was kind of cheap going from behind. I mean that's if you want to hold me back, if you want to restrain me, go at me like a man. I totally understand because I'm a big guy, I'm a big strong guy, and obviously the manager wants to have protection for his team and his staff, and I totally get it. And for me, like, I'm a big strong guy. They don't know like my temper. They don't know what I could do. I mean, if I wanted to put someone in the hospital, I easily could, but I was just out there trying to protect my guys.
I like it. I love it.
I could put someone in the hospital.
Hold on, let me going to say I'm a big strong guy.
He is, dude. He might be one. He might be one of the like.
But the coaches are trying to also protect the star player and keep him out of the melee.
Yeah, but that's an high inside pitch spot. That's not.
Little chin music.
That didn't just miss his head. That's a ball. I thought it was cool. I like Pete Alonso's swag.
Remember, keep this in mind. I think I said it wrong, but here's the Mets have been hit double anyone else in baseball 19 times this year, and thrown at and hit in the head. Their star players have been hit in the head.
Pete Alonso's been hit in the head.
Hit in the head.
Francisco Lindor's been hit in the head.
In the head. Okay,
he's the polar bear. Pete Alonso.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but I believe the stat was the Mets have been hit by pitches 0.6% of the time of all the pitches thrown. 0.6, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's double the average, which is 0.3%.
Yeah.
So they're being hit double. So Darryl Strawberry has come out and said the Mets have to charge the mound. A precedence has to be set.
Yeah, like the '86 Mets got wild, if you remember.
Yeah, like
the Yankees.
Someone needs to charge the mound because it needs to show that, hey. And by the way, there's a great clip from Jim Brewer. Did you see Jim Brewer yesterday?
No, let's see.
Oh, yo, Spot, please go to Jim Brewer's Instagram. He's like,
the Yankees Red Sox.
Enough.
The Yankees Red Sox.
Scared of the Mets? He's like, the Mets have to do something to retaliate. I do not condone violence, but you gotta stand up for your team, or else you're gonna just keep getting hit and keep. Why is this happening? Like I said, Darryl Strawberry said they have to retaliate. They have to charge the mound, and if they're gonna throw high and tight at the Cardinals, so be it. People keep throwing at the Mets. People keep throwing at the Mets, and you know what? They're 14-6. Maybe it is because they're good.
Best team in the National League, some would argue right now. Without Jacob deGrom, when deGrom comes back,
they're playing solid. Oh, I'm sorry, Yankees matinee, or as I see it, the Yankees manatee game.
I always think that too. Every time I see matinee, I think it says manatee.
It's the Yankees manatee game of the week.
Are you watching a game right now?
No, I just checking the score. So Jim Brewer paints the perfect picture, actually, if you could find it. He's like, yeah, I'm all fucked up about the Mets.
Why they Mets got to do something.
Mets got to do. They're getting thrown at a crazy rate. That's the story.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's
Jim Brewer. I'm telling you, he said it perfect yesterday. I'm surprised you missed it. That's it. Let's go.
There's some really exciting. There's some really exciting teams.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was on his Instagram.
There's some really exciting teams in Major League Baseball right now. I would say, like the Yanks and the Blue Jays. You got a good rivalry there. The Angels and Mariners look like
it's a national story. The Mets are being thrown at.
Is it this?
Yeah. You got to listen to it, Rich. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Do the pitchers, certain pitchers on the Cardinals, certain pitchers on the Nationals, certain pitchers, do they just suck?
Watch, it's great.
Because I can't believe how many times Mets have been hit. In the head. In the head.
He looks like he was hitting the head a few times.
He's mad.
And whether you're a Cardinals fan, whatever fan, don't give me a nonsense. If your star was beamed in the head twice this year already, another one of your stars beamed in the head 3 times in 1 month, you'd be pretty pissed right now. And I'm not even mentioning how many other ball players have been hit on the Mets.
19
Does
times.
this league fear the Mets? Are you pissed because you can't beat them? Are you pissed because you can't strike people out? Or are you wild? Because if you're that wild, maybe you shouldn't be in the majors. Either way, something has to be figured out.
Yeah.
Because you just can't continue to throw balls at an innocent human being just standing there trying to play a game, but because you can't handle the pressure, you feel the need, you need to throw up and in at their head.
Serious. Well, let it play, because he's like, I don't condone violence.
Well, we get the point.
But he does say retaliation is next. And Daryl Strawberry also says that's what has to happen. They have to charge them down or something.
The crazy part is it's all going to go back to the fact that last year the league was so worried about players using that spider tack, the sticky stuff spot on the ball, like the grip. So now they've gone the opposite, where on these cold nights, I've heard players refer to this, and Ron Darling, who's a Mets announcer, who's played for the A's and the Mets.
You mean the star of Shallow Hal?
Star of Shallow Hal, Ron Darling, super handsome.
The handsome Hawaiian guy?
You've heard that on a cold night without any sticky substance, it's like throwing a really heavy brick. No, like nothing on it. And by taking away that sticky, the spider tack, they get no grip. So they're saying Major League Baseball has to come up with an approved, league-wide accepted sticky substance, because a lot of these balls they're saying are just getting away from the pitcher, which if that's the case, you might have caused more trouble by taking away the spider tack or whatever it's called. Spider sticky.
It's a problem.
Jim Brewer, is he an insane person now or not?
No, because that's what I'm saying. He's angry, but then by the end of it, you see him smiling. He's like, keep kicking ass, New York Mets. Fuck yeah. Then, you see him all excited.
You gotta love Brew. He's a good dude to us.
Yeah, he's great.
Spot, I sent you another story.
Oh.
And has nothing to do with National Superhero Day. By the way, again, happy day for you.
Super Vato Hero.
Super Vato Hero. Spot, there's a story about... Let me pose the question first. Could it be that a young hottie boom body with a booty?
Young hotties.
Is this what you talk about with the other dads at the playground?
Yeah. What's up, other dads?
Check out those tits.
What? No, I would never.
Got some sweet tits.
That's when you talk about your gardening.
I talked to one of the teachers about my gardening, and she seemed so disinterested, and she's like, wanted to talk about butts or something. So there's a story about whether or not, do you think a younger hottie could genuinely like an older doofus? Like, I know Al Pacino, I'm not talking about Al Pacino, but like Al Pacino's 80 and he's got like a 20, 30 something year old hot girlfriend.
Don't mind if I do.
There's a story though that was in the New York Post today. Spot, I sent the thing, and it has to do with I guess the headline is more about
they can until it gets toxic. Then Amber Heard
the
calls
New
him
York
a
Post.
fat old
My
man.
much older man isn't a quote sugar daddy. He just gives my life stability and security. And I just wonder, like,
I feel like I know this.
The whole idea of like, she looks like Mila Kunis a little bit. That's
that what it is?
There's this hot younger girl who's like, yeah, I'm with this older guy, not because I'm a sugar baby, but because
nothing like Mila Kunis.
I thought the picture on the right spot, she has like a little Mila Kunis eyebrow thing, eyes going.
She has.
I find if you don't think
zero
so,
resemblance
that's
to Mila
fine.
Kunis. Yo, bro. Watch your tone. I'm a big, strong guy.
I mean, really, I'm a big, strong guy.
I'm a big, strong guy.
I can put you in the hospital if I want because I'm a big, strong guy.
I'm a big, strong guy.
I love that. That's the kind of guy you want on your team.
I'm a big, strong guy.
I love it.
Fight me like a man.
I'm a
big, strong
Pete
guy.
Alonso fan. I am. I think
Hey,
that's
Pete,
great.
you just remember that a couple years
Polar
ago?
bear, Pete.
Remember a couple years ago? Pete, you won the home run derby. Yeah, I'm the best power hitter in baseball. I'm a big, strong guy.
I'm a big, strong guy.
I love that.
So this girl's with this older dude, and she's like, it's not a sugar daddy thing. It's, I like the life and security, but isn't that the definition of what sugar daddy is? Like older guy that you're not necessarily attracted to, but he's giving you a secure life. Isn't she describing the whole relationship between a sugar daddy and a sugar baby? Old dude, young hottie. He gives my life stability and security. Yeah, that's the definition of sugar daddy, sugar baby. No? Am I wrong here? Am I losing my mind?
She's not saying that she likes him for the things that he could buy her.
The stability. Isn't that the same thing?
Security in life. I don't know. just trying to find the
Isn't
loophole.
she just wording a different spot? My much older man isn't
maybe she's saying I don't like. I'm not in it for material things.
I think
I just like the stability of being with an older man.
Yeah,
I think there might be a difference
I
there.
think sugar daddy is strictly
like money transactional. Like
money
you're hot, I'm old with money.
Yeah, and maybe I'll tickle your balls every so often just to make you happy, so the money keeps flowing in. I think she's actually in a relationship with this guy and appreciates the stability that being with someone with money provides.
There might be a difference there.
That's what I'm asking you. I could be wrong because my thought originally was, my quote, my older man is not a sugar daddy. He just gives me stability and security, which stability and security is the attributes a sugar daddy would give a young girl with nothing. Hey, I'm 23 and I have nothing. He's 50, 60 years old and he has money and a house and a 401k and security. That's where...
I mean, I'm a big, strong guy. I can show this girl a thing or two.
Isn't this just being worded politely?
Big, strong
guy. I don't know. I could see the difference.
My much older man.
What says our listening audience? Is it the same thing?
I don't know. If she says...
Is she using him for material?
A lot of times younger women will be like, I got my own money. It's like, do you really have your own money? Or
Beau's cash isn't important. He is already showering her with lavish gifts, including a $175,000 sports car. He makes sure I'm taken care of, comfortable, and don't need anything, which is big for me. I need that kind of stability and security in my life. Yeah, this is all bullshit. He's a sugar daddy.
Definition of what she's saying she's not. I love this older guy. He bought me a sports car.
Blackjack player. How do I become a wealthy?
He's a wealthy professional gambler that bought her a sports car. He has a beautiful home and millions of dollars. But it's not a sugar daddy situation, Covino. You know what it is? It's a he gives me stability situation.
Was my first and only Tinder date. They met on Tinder.
Come on,
we
bro.
fell in love within an hour.
Broski, come on.
He's old.
I'm a big, strong man.
They have similar vibes.
I'm a big, strong guy.
She did say they're in love. Does she really love him?
We're like mirrors. Our energies mesh well together, and we even eat the same things, which is crazy.
Oh my God, you like pizza? So do I.
I love chicken fingers. Do you like chicken fingers? I love them.
Oh, by the way,
my God, you eat kale? That's so crazy.
Oh my God.
I eat kale.
Wait, hold on. You like Chick-fil-A? I like Chick-fil-A. And you have money and I love money? Oh my God, we have so much in common.
Oh my God, we're like the same person. It's like I'm looking at myself.
Do you like going to Vegas because you gamble and I like going to Vegas to shake my ass? We're so similar.
Oh my God, I love really expensive jewelry and sports cars.
But do gold diggers...
This is crazy.
Do they love the guys that they're with?
23 and 63. Their age difference. If you're trying to tell me...
I'm trying to find the loophole. I agree with you.
And I'm not trying to be like the cynical asshole that's like, yeah, she's using them. But let's not make it seem like when she goes, I like the stability and our situation. You know what that situation is? It's you're young and hot, and that's what you bring to the table. And you know what he is? Old and rich, and that's what he has. And no girl that wasn't about the money would ever even accept a $200,000 sports car. Come on.
Oh my God,
if you told me
I have titties. Oh my God.
If you told me, Covino, they were humble. If they came from like humble backgrounds where the guy's like, yeah, I'm just a regular middle class guy, and so is she, and we just bonded. That's one thing. But when he's a millionaire professional gambler that bought her a sports car and bags and goodies and pampers her, she can't say I'm with him for the stability. Do you mean the money?
He has a 5-year plan.
Don't die.
When are we going to make our millions?
Ay, Dios mío. I played the Powerball last night. I lost, so we're out of luck for now.
Oh my God, you drink water? I drink water. We're like soulmates.
We have a nice meeting on Friday, so maybe our millions are closer than you think.
You know what? Hey, there you go.
Meeting on Friday.
Oh.
Right after our Twitch show.
Millionaire meeting.
Millionaire meeting on Friday.
There you go.
Ain't that right?
Can't wait. And, let me throw one more thing at you, Spot. I just want to show you the picture of my favorite couple.
Don't throw it at his head. Jim Brewer's going to have a fucking conniption.
I'm a big, strong guy. Just be careful where you throw things.
Yeah. Spot, what if I throw you? You're big, strong. What are you capable of doing?
I could murder you if I wanted to.
No, you could put me in the hospital.
I could put you in the hospital. No, I could murder you. I'm a big, strong guy.
I could put you in the hospital.
I could tear you apart with my bare hands. I'm a big, strong guy.
I gave you a picture yesterday. I just want to put it on the screen and ask Covino what he thinks of this without even giving him the story.
by the way, one more thought.
Yeah.
All relationships are somewhat transactional. If these people are happy together, let them be happy together.
That's true. That's why I'm not gonna judge them other than just with you guys. Like I live your life, but I just don't like that she's making it seem
she's trying to spin it. So
yeah, I think that's what bothers me. If she was like, yeah, I'm young and hot, and
There's
he's
the
old and
truth,
successful, we bond.
And there's the spin.
Yeah, like
We're
if she
getting the spin.
Spot, if she said
if she was like, yeah, he has money and I love money, but I still like him.
Yeah, if she said, I really bond with this guy, we have a connection. He's old and rich, I'm young and hot, and it works, and I do love him. I'd say, yeah, good for you guys. But the fact that she's like, this is not even close to a sugar daddy situation. It's like,
don't pee on me and tell me it's raining.
That's what I've always said, Spot. Don't pee on me.
And you know I don't like golden showers. Just pee on me and tell me it's pee. What was your other story?
I said, there's a picture I have.
Don't shit on my bed and tell me it's the Yorkies.
That's another thing. Huh?
Oh.
No, I want you to talk as her titties.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Hey, oh my God, you must love me. I love your money, and you must love these things. Just put your mouth, put them right here.
So what's the last thing?
Rich got that itch. He's playing Powerball. I don't even know what that means. I saw that it was like $500 million, and I was like, I'll play a couple bucks on my way home.
I need it to be at least like 800,000.
I
mean 800 million. Sorry,
I saw that and I said, you know what? I'll play. What the hell? You know, dollar in a dream.
800 million or bust.
Why not? Give it a chance. $2. Why not? Someone won in Arizona, by the way. So if you're the person that won in Arizona, remember how much you love us.
Oh, it's Daniel Javier Fitz in Yuma.
Yeah, he bought the band O-Town.
Nice.
He actually bought them. He now has them singing.
They wake him up like in Coming to America. Yeah. He's like the band.
So Spot, I sent you a picture. Let's end with this. There's a picture of a couple that I want to know what Covino thinks it even is. Tell me about this couple. It's yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Sorry. I thought it was the other story you sent me today. Give me a sec. Where'd it go?
What do you think?
To see if there's anything else I wanted to share too.
What do you think of this guy, Covino?
Got it.
Okay, got it.
Take a look. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna have to move my mouth real quick, but hang on.
Okay, so my guess is this dude is one of the first to marry an anime person.
Is that a real person?
No, he married a virtual anime character. That's my guess.
The funny part is I saved the picture and I can't find the article, but the article had something to do with this guy married a fake thing, like an avatar. And apparently he's unhappy now. So it just proves that even when you marry, like marriage is so hard that even when you marry fucking imaginary avatar, he's like, yeah, it's not working out. Please try to find Spot. I tried to find it, but I'm like, where did I find this picture? But the headline
he
was
now wants out, like irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, like she's not the avatar I met a year ago.
He thought she'd be different. Turns out she's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
she's a pain in my ass. That's the line I was thinking about the other day. The Mel Gibson line. You're a pain in my ass. That's just how you feel sometimes.
What if I kidnap you?
That's the Mel Gibson line.
Have either of you seen the movie Lars and the Real Girl? It's like a kind of a disturbing movie, but it's interesting. Have you seen it?
No.
Lars with Ryan Gosling.
No.
He's in love with or is it Gina? I always forget. It's Ryan Gosling. He's in love with the real doll.
No.
But even the fact that has a full on relationship with the real doll, it's still the relationship still has its troubles. I'm serious.
Really? Well, give me an example.
Like they fight about things.
How?
With a doll, with an imaginary.
Because he's a little off. But then he develops a relationship with a real person, and he starts to feel bad, and then something happens. I don't know. She dies. I think she dies. She dies.
The doll?
The doll dies.
What was that? Spot? What was that movie? I'm gonna
Watch
throw.
Lars in the,
I'm gonna throw something at you. Let's see how good you are. I feel like Covino knows it too. There was a movie where they created a fake pop star, and then someone was accused of killing her, but it wasn't a real thing.
Was that the movie with Al Pacino?
It was with Al Pacino. Simone. They created a fake pop star that the world loved, and someone thought she got killed. And
that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was an old one. Man. Yeah, it was a hologram singer. That's what it was. Simone. Well, hey.
I do remember that.
Just know that we're living in a world where people are even having trouble with their fake anime wives and girlfriends. So everyone's got relationship issues here and there. So don't feel bad.
Wait. Is it that her character went offline and now he can't get her back? Is that what it is?
No, I don't think that's it. I think they're just having trouble. He's like, yeah, it's not working out anymore.
So Johnny Depp shouldn't feel that bad.
No. It's normal. Normal behavior.
Like even this guy and his doll can't see eye to eye anymore.
Is this it? I think this is it. Oh, yeah. Japanese now struggles to connect with her. A computer synth who has toured with Lady Gaga and starred in video games. Oh, she's a celebrity.
She's a fake thing.
Let me see. Let's see the story. So there they are. Japanese man who married fictional character in 2018 now struggles to connect with her.
Yeah, they've been married 4 years, and he's like, yeah, I got the 4-year itch.
He found love, inspiration, and solace in Miku. Miku.
I bet she talks like this.
Miku.
What is he over it? He's like, yeah, I want to see other avatars. Like, what is like? How
he
wild?
found comfort in Miko in 2008 after bullying at his job. This guy would never get bullied.
Yeah.
Bullying in his job sent him into a spiral of depression.
I wonder if the doll started calling him worthless.
You have a small penis. You're a doll.
Able to interact, you have a little penis. He was able to interact in 2017 for the first time thanks to a Gatebox, which is a $1,300 machine that allowed device owners to interact with characters via holograms and even unofficially marry them.
Yeah, this guy's a weirdo. People like this, you know what? It goes back to that Sebastian Maniscalco clip from back in the day. Years ago, people like this years ago, people like this would just lived in their basement and they fucking thought they were weirdos. Now the internet has allowed weirdos to find other weirdos and they make weirdos.
After 4 years of marriage, 4 years, his relationship with Miko has hit a roadblock, but he also has added that it hasn't lessened his feelings for Miko. He told Minichi that his love for Miko hasn't changed and he plans to be faithful to the fictional character until he dies.
Hey, you married a doll.
Oh, you married a doll?
Oh, yeah, she's beautiful. She's fake doll.
Time spot for rando news.
Wow.
Thousands of fictosexual people.
Fuck out of here with that.
That's the new term. In Japan have begun similar unofficial relationships with a variety.
The world's done lost its mind.
Get the fuck out.
Anime figures.
Get the fuck out.
I mean, some of them are hot. I can acknowledge that. But
all right, I don't want to end on that. Anything else you want to end on? NFL draft tonight? Are you gonna watch it all or no? First couple picks,
like Russell Wilson's girlfriend. Yeah, let's all take note of the happy girlfriends that are not going to be there.
My favorite clip ever. Well, there's two. There's one. Was it CD Lamb whose girlfriend was like grabbing at his phone?
Yeah.
And then, we'll never remember the name, but do you remember the one player whose family like pulled his annoying girlfriend away?
It was a Steeler, wasn't it?
Oh, there were some good ones, but you know what? We'll go old school at Russell Wilson right there.
Just take note of all the girlfriends in their life at the moment.
The girls that think their life is about to change, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's sad. There's so much going on in that picture that upsets me.
We've made it, Russ!
We did it!
Yeah, but she's genuinely happy for him.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But it's a terrible picture.
Didn't she marry him or no?
I don't know. I forget how the relationship went. But
also,
I know he's with Sierra now.
Have you considered changing your deodorant?
Yeah. Maybe it's Russ's deodorant.
Sniff my pits. I'm in the NFL.
What's that smell? Oh my God.
So, hey guys, tell your friends about our show. Enjoy the NFL draft. What's tonight? Wednesday night?
Put your arm
tonight's
down,
Thursday
Russ.
night.
Yeah, Thursday.
We'll be doing a free Twitch Friday tomorrow.
Nice.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Free Twitch Friday. Tell your friends who don't subscribe to check us out for free.
Yeah.
And I completely implore you, if you need more today, I did a Behind the Velvet Rope yesterday that I'm kind of proud of. It was kind of fun. So catch a Behind the Velvet Rope from yesterday. Enjoy it. Leave a comment and be part of the writing process. Tickle Sack is back. I don't know.
When does what time does the draft start tonight? Maybe I should do a behind the velvet rope watch along for the first round.
I don't know. Google it.
I remember
we did it that one time.
We did it, but we got
flagged. Remember, it was Trey Lance's year, and I got all pumped when the Niners chose Trey Lance.
Butt effed by the way, that was last year, Rich.
Says Russell Wilson and that woman were married and divorced.
That was last year.
It was our Patreon. It was on Patreon, and we've only been doing Patreon for a year. That was last year.
Shit, that's right.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that was 2 years ago. I feel like, that's right. Trey Lance has only been a Niner 1 year. Duh.
Now he's gonna be your guy.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
Thanks for our Texas Blue Bonnet Wild Seeds.
I'm gonna plant those right now.
Figure out who it is.
No, I want some of those too. And thank you guys for listening to the show. Tell your friends about it. Remember, free show tomorrow. Send the free link to all your friends tomorrow, please.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Twitch Friday tomorrow.
Let's get a few extra 1,000 people tomorrow. It'd be nice.
I mean, please just send our free link to anybody. As many people as possible.
You don't even need to.
The rest is on us.
It's not like a specific link. That's
free.
Crazy to remember. Twitch.tv, even though Rich forgets it every week. Twitch.tv/Covino and Rich.
I mean, that's why we do it. As much as we love you and we appreciate your support, we do it so that other people could see it.
What time tomorrow?
So please share that. We'll do it at
10 a.m.?
10 a.m. 10 a.m. West
Or 9 a.m.
I mean, I have to take Melly to school. So if you want me to sit around for fucking 2 hours.
All right, we'll do it at 9.
I got to figure out a plan for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it at 9.
All right, 9
All right, behind the velvet rope tonight for the draft. I'll see you then. And how did we do that last year? Did we do a Zoom and they made it a behind the velvet rope? Because we were all doing it, remember?
I did it like a
did
show.
It in Spot's kitchen.
Yeah, I did it like a show.
Oh, I was in Texas. That's what I remember.
I ran video of the draft.
Well, anyway, enjoy the draft.
Remote, and I pulled it up like we did our daily show.
And I'm going to enjoy the Yankees Manatee.
We could do it again if you want.
Yeah, let's talk after the show. But tonight we're definitely doing something behind the velvet rope for the NFL draft. Cool? Perfect. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow and tonight. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Rock on.
Rock on.
Rock on.
With Russell Wilson's wife. Rock on.